Okay, so we're live. You can catch us on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So we'll be right back with you. Let's go.
Of a Bass. I'm Ronnie Adams.
And I'm Jacob Casas. And this episode is another DNR Part 2. So we got some lovely chicks with us today.
Hey.
So we want to go ahead
you married.
Oh, girl.
She almost spit it back out.
So we know he's the one that's going to run us for sure right now.
She cheering to that and her dude watching.
You go, baby.
I don't know.
That's a bad thing.
We just making sure I don't go home with
gonna
them.
see
I was married,
for
but I got
sure.
divorced in 9 months, so.
So we're going to go around the room, and we want you guys, girls, to introduce yourselves. Name, relationship status, and age. So go ahead, go first.
I can't hear, just so you know.
Can't hear it?
No,
Okay.
but I'm Suzanne. I'm 35. And what was it? Relationship status? It's complicated.
It's complicated.
It's
Stop, she's
complicated.
single.
And occupation.
I'm a preschool director.
Oh, look at you, girl. Okay.
So what's this complicated thing going on?
God, we don't.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Getting called
We got to know a little bit what that means.
We hear that word complicated a lot in
What's the other word?
20th century.
Entanglement too?
Entanglement?
Yeah.
Complicated.
That is what's going on. It's my son's dad. I mean, that's much really.
Okay.
So it's one of those situations,
Says
you know.
enough.
Yeah, says enough right there. You know, type thing. So.
Baby daddy, relationship, or married?
Oh, wait, what? Is he married? Am I married?
You.
Oh, I'm not married.
Baby daddy, relationship? What's
Well, just back and forth
Back
between
and
us.
Like the normal
and whoever else he
soci-
wants to date while he's dating me, you know.
Oh, damn.
But that's about it.
Thank you for your transparency.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll go with you next.
My name is Jaslyn, a.k.a. Baby Girl Unique on Instagram. I'm going to be 28, and I am newly taken. So,
How long?
That's
How long
nice.
you been?
like Saturday.
This is
The
paint is still wet. The paint
Yeah,
is
Saturday,
still
newly taken. Something new for me, and I'm excited about it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I know.
Congrats
you
on
didn't
it,
know.
girl.
I gotta tell you.
Hey, girl.
Occupation?
Thank
What's
you.
your occupation?
I'm an international sales rep in an office.
Okay, for
Yeah, and for a company that sells analyzers, like
Okay.
medical equipment.
medical equipment.
Yeah, but I want to branch out, and I just took an extension course. I want to build my own business. I want to do hair extensions, and that's my next plan right now. So,
Okay. Now, what's your name, age, occupation?
My name is Florence. My Instagram is classy00. Obviously, everybody knows me. I'm just kidding. And I'm single. More than single.
How long have you been single for?
Woo, like 4 months.
it's a long time.
Huh?
So newly single.
No, I'm single.
Well, that's newly set 4 months.
Newly too,
Newly?
for me.
So what was the situation? What happened with that?
I left an old ass man.
Oh, an old man.
He wasn't old. He was 40, but
So
I left
what
him.
was the deal for that, though?
I chose my kids over a man.
That's
Oh,
what-
good job.
Yeah.
He gave you an ultimatum, or?
He said my kids were too young to live his lifestyle. And I was like, bye, Felicia. Mind you, he got health issues, etc. So I said, kids, health issues, man. Chose my kids.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
We'll get back to that.
And I'm about to be 29. I'm actually about to be 29 this month. August
Okay.
31st. Woo woo.
Oh,
And, yeah.
And what's your occupation? Did you say?
So I run my own business. I braid hair and I do eyebrows. Follow my page at Classy and Brows.
And period.
And for you, Rico, go ahead and reintroduce yourself to the world again.
can't wait to hear
I'm back. My name is Rico. I'm a club host, and I also manage a music artist.
What do you do for House Over Bass?
And do other things at House Over Bass. And ladies, if you want to be on the show for a future episode, just tap in and let me know. DM me. The link is in my bio. So, and that's about it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna go around the room and just kind of ask some questions. Do you want to go first on that one?
You can go.
So, so I wanted to go around the room and say, okay, so number one, do you think we'll go with you since
Okay.
we go around? Do you think social media has a big part to do with cheating in relationships nowadays?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What
We
do you
didn't have
think-
to deal with all this when we were younger. You know, I was in relationships prior before this. You know, I was with someone for 12 years before this.
Before social media.
Right around social media, because it was right around high school, you know. But when it came to closer to the end, that social media shit got involved and all that stuff. And
how old are you again?
I'm 35.
Oh, so you was around MySpace area.
Yes,
Okay.
MySpace was the shit for me.
Moco
And
space.
the time we knew how to do codes and all that stuff to get our pages looking the way they did, okay?
Hey,
These two
songs.
over here looking at me like, I have
Songs,
no
bro,
idea
I
what you're
had
talking
my
about.
face
Okay,
on,
okay,
My song
okay.
is Miss Stay Fly. You know, like,
So what happened?
I think it gets interference with, you know, on both sides because you get the fact of
Attention.
that people,
Temptation.
exactly. And if you're having issues at home and you've got this little bit of temptation over here, it's hard not to take it.
Who do you think gets tempted more, men or women?
Oh, I can't say that it's going to tempt one more than the other.
I know, but
think,
what do you think? Like, what would you like if you were to say? What would you think?
I don't know. I can't really say that. Like, I can't say the fact that
Well, how about this? Who do you think
Who cheats more?
on
No, I
Instagram?
think-
Through
I think
Instagram?
men.
Well, I think
think
men.
both.
I think
think
we are
men.
tempted. We're easily more tempted because we're visual creatures. Women, I think it has
Who
to
has
be.
more options to cheat?
Well,
Men.
I mean,
Men.
no.
Men do.
I think women do. Men are out there right now.
Girls
I'll
have-
pay for this. I'll give you money, and it's tempting to that. And guys will send girls money for nothing. I have friends that do that all the
Women
time.
would have like 100 DMs for men, and men might have
Oh,
like
you're
3 or
right.
4.
Yeah.
Because girls
so
aren't.
obviously,
You're right,
girls
you're
aren't.
right.
women
Hold on, hold on,
cheating
let
more
us-
than men.
go ahead and
right?
say that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
when you have over 100,000 followers, I'm sure you got way more than 100 men hitting you up in your DMs.
I sure do.
Because a lot of girls too aren't going to take the first step to like, oh hey, what's up? But a guy is going to do. You can get, like you said, 1,000 of them each day. They don't care. They're just trying to see who they can get attention from. Girls are not going to take that first step all the time unless we're really drunk and or really bored. So
And
it's,
we did discover about attention seekers that women are attention seekers. You know, even the women on our last show agreed that that's why.
Even the ones that are in relationships.
Yes, and as women being attention seekers, they get what they give. Meaning, you showing what you're showing, you don't act like you're not going to get no attention. And most of the time, that's why women are on Instagram to get attention, is to show themselves. You know.
No, I want to ask you the same question, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit. So do you think that, I mean, we just talked about Instagram, right? So do you think if a man likes a picture, if you're in a relationship, and if a man likes a picture of like half-naked girls all the time, do you consider that cheating?
No. Honestly, though, this is like, I respect your opinion. Absolutely.
no.
But like for me, I don't think Instagram or social media has been affecting relationship unless you allow it to. If you have a confident relationship and you're secure with yourself, like I'm secure, I don't give a damn who's looking at who. At the end of the day, you coming home, you fucking me. What do I care about? That's just me, though. I don't see it as an insecurity. To me, it doesn't bother me. Of course, guys, women, they're all gonna look, but you know, at the end of the day, it's how you're getting treated at home. And as long as that disrespect doesn't cross a certain line, I don't give a damn. You know, that's just me being very, very secure about myself. I'm a very confident person, so it's like,
Yeah, well,
you could look, but
So like you had boyfriends that would do that?
oh no, I was dating girls.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, women. I dated women for the past 11 years.
Okay, so
And-
no boys, no guys at all.
No.
Are you
That-
dating a
that was
guy
little
now?
thought- That was a
No,
little
no,
thought
no, no.
right there.
Okay,
Well, switch
so
up. Well,
I know. That was not.
let me explain.
I
Let me
know what I
explain.
Can explain.
Yeah.
So
explain.
I've never. This is
Mom,
gonna, okay, so this is gonna be new to my
Hold
followers.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
Let her
on.
talk. Let her
Sorry,
talk. Let her
sorry.
talk.
This is gonna be new to my followers too, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this.
Is this
but
come out the closet type thing? Is
Yeah,
this
okay, so
something
now come
special?
on the closet.
Only on House Over Baz.
Right.
Not come out the closet, but I've dated women for the past 11 years. My son's gonna be 11 the end of this month, and I newly met someone who happens to be a male, and I've never given a chance to a man at all. But when I say like this man had changed every perspective that I had on a man, this man changed every perspective.
And how so?
And he's different. He's not like the type of guy. I get hit up all the time on my DMs, and it's always wanting to excuse my language, but fuck, do this, do that. Oh, I want to split, I wanted this, but what can you bring me to the table that has nothing to do with that? Show me interest in my child. How can you better me, support me in the things that I do? Because I love to model, I love to be in music videos, I love to do all that stuff, and I want a secure person to do that. And the females I've dated have been crap for me. And this person came along and I did not expect it because I was so no offense, guys, but I was anti-guy. I was like, fuck guys, no, I don't do it. But when he came along and showed me something different, I was like, all right, like, I want to give him a chance. Like, he's really pulling through, showing not just an interest in me, but he cares about my son more than he cares about me. That's what I want.
Okay, so I got a couple questions, though, for you. So, like, number one, how did this guy approach you then? How was his approach? Because for guys out there, they're going to want to know how this dude did it.
Especially for some
For
11 years?
Well,
and not even
How did he even approach you? Was
Oh
it
my
through
God,
social
y'all!
media
This is
or what?
my Instagram followers are hearing this for the first time. So
Only
I'm
on
like,
House Over
oh,
Bad.
House Over Bad got me talking right now, but let me tell you.
Let's go.
Honestly, I just recently went through a very fucked up breakup. And, like, this person tried to break me, my ex-girl, tried to break me in every possible way. I mean, like, lost my job. I mean, literally went to my family's house, destroyed properties, destroyed my property, all kinds of stuff. I had to move out of my own apartment with my son that I had with her. And it was so bad, and I just felt so alone. And not that he came in at a lonely time, but, like, he came in as a friend, and he really showed me different. And like I said, when it came down to it, he was like, I got you and Noah, like, whatever you need. In a second, he was there. And strictly as a friend, because he thought I was fully lesbian. So he did not have any intentions at all with me. And the more I started seeing that...
No way, that's true.
That's... Well, he...
Stop the cap.
He didn't...
We
No,
talking about a man now.
A guy is a guy. A guy's
We
a
talking
guy.
about a man.
My life
That
is so
shit
lit.
sound
No,
good.
no.
So
Girl,
obviously...
Let her finish though. Let her
Wait,
finish.
Hold on, keep going.
I got a lot to say.
He's a man, and he admitted that, yes, he had a sexual attraction to me, but he had met me with my partner at that time.
That's more of a sexual
So,
attraction.
yeah, well...
He got
But I
even
was
more
very,
from
like,
it.
anti-against it, but then I'm telling you, the more he showed, like, my son actually met him before because, I'm not going to say why, but my son met him, and my son was just talking about him, I was like, dude, like, who is this guy, And once I met him and just, man, like, hearing his past and what he's such a kind-hearted person, and I knew he wasn't doing it with the intentions of fucking or trying to be with me like that. He genuinely just helps everyone around him. When you see him around every person that he's with, I swear to God, he's like a sweetheart. You know what? Let me enjoy my man right now. Let me speak
I'm like, as a
positive.
woman, I'm like,
Catfish.
No.
Catfish.
No, either way, like I said, he made me feel absolutely different to the point where, like, I changed my ways of 11 years. I've never given not
old
one
is
man
this man?
attention.
How old is he?
Except for your
I'd rather
baby
not
daddy.
say.
You said you
Yeah,
have
we're
a
gonna
son.
go. We're
But
gonna
that
go
was
there.
when I was 11. I mean, 15.
11.
I was pregnant 11 years ago when I was
damn.
15.
Yeah,
so.
but that you still gave a man, somebody a chance,
Absolutely, yeah.
a man.
I
And
want
he
to get into
fucked
that
up
too,
too,
but
right?
that
was-
Let's get.
Can
We gotta
he-
go back to that.
was-
for sure.
was he-
No, why are we all
I have a question.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead.
I have a question.
Go
I'm
ahead.
torn.
Question first.
Was he the reason why you changed the way you thought?
Yeah. Like, the things that I was seeking for in a woman for years, and I've been in 3 very serious relationships over the past 11 years, I never got from them. I begged them for attention, to give me love. I was the supporter, I was the one supporting them financially.
He was a male.
Yeah, absolutely. I was the dominant ass motherfucker in here, like, putting them in apartments, doing
homie.
this, doing that, like,
And it's crazy.
and they didn't do shit, and on top of that, they didn't.
It's crazy because it'd be the simple thing. It's just, like, for me, my thing is just attention. Just give me your attention, time here and there.
I don't
Acknowledge
ask
me.
for much.
That's it. You
No,
don't
but
gotta pay for my shit.
for me, it was,
nothing,
like,
ever.
worse because it's like, you think, man, y'all think guys are bad? Like,
We already know.
I
the
heard.
females that I've been with have been very abusive.
So did a male make you stop wanting to be with males?
Yeah, we
for
want to
11
go
years?
back to that, but let's just let Ronnie ask this
Yeah.
question because we are going to go into that too.
The first question I was asked you was about social media. Since you have never had that experience, it's almost like the comment is almost vague, meaning you haven't experienced a male and social media. We're different. We're hardcore when it comes to social media. You're saying to her comment as if you can't see that happening in your world, but in all actuality, men are the ones who dominate social media. When it comes to attention seeking, You know, women are not going on there to get in men's or women's DMs. It's a guy thing. Guys are going on there to like and do whatever they do on multiple DMs.
Yeah.
You know, so you haven't experienced that like most have.
Okay, but let me just say again, it still wouldn't bother me. My man could be on Instagram right now, and it wouldn't bother me. Why? Because I'm
if he
very
starts liking
Listen,
pictures
wait,
of
wait,
other
wait, wait,
females,
wait. See, and this is the thing.
All
This is
girls
like
like that. That's-
this
it's
is
possible.
the thing. You're saying that now, but you had all these mental abuse issues from these other women. If you fall in love with this man and expect him, it's cool for you to go liking and DMing women, it's gonna be a big different story. When you
I guess because he wouldn't do that, but you know,
How old is he?
he's not on social media. He doesn't
I know,
like
but
social
how old is he?
media.
I'm just saying how old is
I'd rather not comment on that.
he? He's older than you, right? Guarantee he's older.
Or
No,
younger.
he must be
He's
younger.
younger?
He must be younger.
He has to be
He's
younger. That's why.
younger?
So yeah.
I'm rocking the cradle a little bit, not by
Wait,
much, but I'm
wait,
rocking the
you said
cradle.
28?
Dang, I'm kind of
No,
surprised.
I'm
Yeah.
28.
28.
Yeah.
Well, she's
He
not.
like 26.
She's not that
Must have
old.
some
She's only 28. She's not that old.
Because damn, I would.
So then, if you're 28, he must be like 20.
He young. He's young.
Do I know?
He's young, and he can still reel him in.
Oh.
And I speak for men. I speak for men. When we
Straight
talk
up.
about,
That's-
when I speak for
speak
like
men
late
and women.
women, or I speak for men, we
I'll
spend
tell you how
as
it
a
is.
whole, like the average number. Not every man. I'm not gonna say every man is like that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, social media is for men's attention, and women are going on there giving the attention. So at the end of the day, it's like we ain't. I mean, you got to be a bad motherfucker or a great woman to keep that person's attention. You know what I mean? Like, just not looking at him as this great person, this great man. He gonna look at you in the next 6 months. Are you this great woman that I want to take home to mom?
Absolutely.
You know, that I could be, who, I could be long term with. Or not, guess what's gonna happen? He gonna be in them DMs liking these other girls' pictures. She got 100 and something thousand followers, and I guarantee you, 99,000 or 117,000 are men.
Yep.
Well, maybe-
Guess what I do as a mother that respects myself? Red.
That's
red,
what's up.
Red.
That's what's
red,
up. But I'm just saying,
red. From
most of them
fathers,
are men.
But see, that's
no,
the thing.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Believe it, they are, and some of them are women too. I'm like, some of them are women,
90% are men.
and sometimes I'm like, damn, bitch,
Hold on,
you're
do you
gay.
have another question for her before we get to her?
No, we can.
Okay. So I want to.
No, finish.
You want to go back on that one?
Go back on that.
Okay.
While we-
Real quick then. So I wanted to ask you, why did you go from men to women for that long?
Was it right away?
I've always liked women. I know when I was younger, I had like crushes on girls. It was a thing. But you're probably right. Honestly,
There's something that had
100%.
to
My
happen.
baby daddy was a piece of crap, and he still is to this day. I had a restraining order against him for 5 fucking years. He did the worst, and I feel like that
Turned you
on
off.
top of the men that have come across me have
Makes you never
been
trust a
crap.
man.
Like
Yeah, it
they
makes you
just
not
want to
trust a man.
smash. They don't give a damn about me. They want to throw money and want to spoil. But let's be honest.
Wait.
I've been independent since I was fucking 16 years old. When I got pregnant, I was on my own. So no
That's
money
a
you could throw
generation.
at me is gonna ever affect me. It's not gonna make my panties come off. Baby, that don't bring nothing to the table. I support myself and my child. What more can you bring?
A lot of
You feel me?
women do that, but
Yeah.
that's not what it's about when it comes to who we are as people. Who we are as people, we desire love. Forever
Well,
love.
they got a
Yep.
funny
You
way
know
of
what I
showing
mean?
it though.
That's
Some
what I
men
mean.
got a
We
funny
don't-
way of
we
showing
don't-
it.
And I
we
feel
don't-
it. My mom and
Well,
dad are still
well,
together.
Yeah,
If you're looking
it's
for a
not
man,
about.
it's not gonna happen.
It's not going to happen.
Well,
Like,
but that's the thing. Just to comment on. Oh, I'm sorry, Rico. Just to comment really quick. This is why I say I'm confident in who I am because I don't pick the motherfuckers that have, no offense, 116K on Instagram. That don't drag my attention. I already know what your intentions are, baby. I already know what you're probably looking for. I already know it may not be the easiest relationship. That's not what attracts me. I don't look at a female or a guy and I'm like, oh damn, they're fucking popping on Instagram.
I could lose all my
I want to
followers
be with
tomorrow
them.
and not give a
No,
fuck, to be
that's why
honest.
I ended up coming across a motherfucker that
don't pay
stays
my
out of the
bills.
damn scene. He a little gangster, but he's away from the scene. Don't like social media. Don't like nothing. Literally, don't associate.
that.
But
that
him
don't
and
mean
his
he,
shit.
that
Doing
like that don't mean that he's just a
Straight A.
yes, straightforward, straight A
Yeah.
person. And I'm not dogging it, but we talking about men now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We
I keep him satisfied though. I think it's okay.
That, no,
There you
You
go.
can keep
no,
a man so
but
satisfied, they
that's-
still
no, but that's-
you could take
Exactly.
But
I
it's-
was just going to
but
say
it's
be
not
that.
a
about-
wife, a nanny, a maid, work for them.
Been there, done that.
Guess what?
It's
still
about
not enough.
who you are. That's what I'm
My
trying to
ex
get to.
told me
It's
that.
not
He
about
said-
him. You
And
might
that's what I'm
have
saying.
him.
I'm confident
You
who
might,
I am.
Yeah,
You feel
but
me?
he has to be confident.
Oh, he's
in
confident.
6 months, y'all been together since Saturday.
Oh, but we've known each other longer than that. is
That,
what
I'm talking
saying.
about relationship.
Yeah.
We're talking
Yeah,
about
sure.
relationship now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot that comes to with the relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not. We can be as confident as we want if we don't continue to grow as human beings as person.
I'm empty.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
confidence can turn into something dull to him, like over too confident. You don't do this. You don't do this. Nobody comes into the relationship perfect.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're
It's
right,
always
yeah.
something that we can grow in a relationship to get better, especially when you're dealing with a partner. You know what I mean? It's not I'm the
And
shit.
they're
I'm
going
the
through their
shit.
own shit at the
Right.
same
'Cause
time.
that's one thing my mom, like, I'm raised with. I could admit my wrongdoings. I'm prideful, but I know how to drop that pride. I could sit there and say where I'm wrong at.
But keep your confidence though. You know what I mean? But understand that as you grow and you be with this person, y'all gonna have to grow together, and it's a lot.
And you
that
might be growing this like this.
Yes.
And you got to find that
It's not
medium and
always-
that
No, absolutely. Because
where one makes up for the other type thing.
I feel like I bring.
Tell us what you bring to the relationship.
Don't ever bring more
all of
than
it.
that.
Other
all
than
of
money,
it.
because men don't
No,
really
and
care
I
about
don't.
your
I
money.
don't. It's not even about money. To be honest, I'm a very independent
That's
person.
not a real
It's
man,
not
that's a
just
boy.
about money, but
That's a
I'm a
big
very calm, understanding person. I cook, I clean, like this.
Calm, understanding you cook and you clean.
I clean.
And
I
sometimes
handle
it's
all
still
my
never
shit.
enough. It's crazy.
No, but that's
I think
not.
it depends on the partner.
Tell us else.
Like-
what else,
like,
what else
really,
you bring
like,
to the
I really-
relationship?
like,
Let her
I-
tell-
No,
can
because
you
we're
tell
gonna
us?
get
gonna
to yours.
you.
We have some stuff that.
And I know everybody wants to hear from you.
Followers. We have a lot
Tell
to
them, yeah,
ask
tell
you.
them.
Understanding love, motivation, like I push, it's not just about building me, like I want to help build you. Like that's the type of person that I am, and no matter what, I know I'm on here, and like a person may be here, but we gonna get here together, baby.
And
Like,
was
that's
that
why
not enough in those last relationships that you had?
Oh, it was not enough because in the last relationship that I have, I brought too much and they didn't do nothing. And that was the problem. We were not on the same level. You know what I mean? Like they would stay home all day and then not want to go to work and then get mad at me. And I would come home to a dirty ass house and after my 9 to 5 and picking up my child and dropping him off
So
at
where
school.
did the abuse come in at? You said that it was a
They
lot
were
of abuse.
just angry people. The last girl I dated was bipolar, literally diagnosed as fuck. And she waited till the very end to get diagnosed. And when I tell you it was shit, like, she just wanted power over me. I don't know if she felt
Welcome to
insecure
a
with
man's
herself.
world.
Right.
Yeah, like, I don't know if it was like her insecurity, but I tried my best to build her, I would, let's pay for your classes. You want to do this, you want
So
to do
you
that.
didn't do
like, let's
nothing
go.
wrong in the relationship.
No, I'm not going to say I did nothing wrong. I
Okay.
never cheated. I never disrespected her. I never did
So
any
how
of
did
that.
you feel you felt in a relationship?
How I felt?
Yeah, how you felt?
I feel like at one point,
Say failed or failed?
Failed.
Yeah, you said failed. Yeah.
my
Failed.
bad.
Failed. How you
How
feel?
you fail? No,
We're not
how
working
you feel
in the
feeling
field.
I feel like I failed where maybe I could have been a little more understanding about certain situations, and I
But
went
you said
about
you were
things
already
the wrong way.
understanding. That's what you bring to the label.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying in
Type in it.
certain situations, I could have understood it in a different perspective than just seeing my own perspective. Because, like I said, I'm a different person, and you can't compare your partner and expect them to be who you are. And I feel like that's where I fucked up. I'm like, why can't you be like me? I can help you be like me. And I'm like, wait. Like, I can't do that. A person's going to build on their own, in their own pace. And I just have to be there for that whole process. And I could say a lot of times I wasn't as supportive as I should have been like that.
Well, it sounds like she's just thinking more like a man. That's literally what most men think when they're in relationships. When the girl's at home acting bipolar.
She said it. She's the man.
I mean, that's literally
I said I
what's
was
going
the
down.
man.
That's
We're not
the truth.
all bipolar.
I was like, I was sitting here like,
A fine man.
I mean, I believe this is just my, and I know I respect your transparency. I believe it always takes two people to fail the hard way. Talking about relationship, we go in. When you say you love somebody, you go in, meaning you're trying to give your all to make this work. And that other person is trying to at least give what they have to bring to the table to make this work. So when failure comes, the person that grows the most say, hey, this is where I failed. This is where I could have been better. So they can grow in the next relationship. Because being transparent and being accountable for our actions help us grow in the next relationship.
Yeah.
If we don't hear that from people, guess what we think? Cap.
Okay.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Transparency is everything, especially with yourself. Understanding, like, yeah, they fucked up, but this is where I could have been better.
Yeah.
That's what's going to help you better and grow into that next relationship, especially with this man you're talking about. You know what I mean? Because men, we look for more than just being understanding. You know what I mean? And more than cooking and cleaning, because some men nowadays
do
can
that
bring
on
that
our
on our own. You know what I mean? Like she said, it takes more than that. You know? So at the end of the day, it's really reevaluating myself to see where I did fail and how I'm getting better and grow in that situation.
Yeah. No,
So
I agree with that.
I hope that helps you.
No, it does, definitely.
So we want to go to you now.
Oh.
Okay. So I want to ask you, because we're going to stick to social media topic, but I want to
That's
switch it up. So I want to ask you, how did you get to over 100,000 followers, and did that affect your relationships beforehand?
No.
Like, what did you have to do to get to 100,000 followers?
I just ended up being on the For You page.
For what?
On the For You page. And from there, that's how I built. Well, my page is not private, so from that, you know, just built from there.
But for a woman to get that high, did you like have to show a lot of skin?
No.
Do a lot of that stuff?
I post what I post. Like, I post me, like my gym stuff, like me for who I am, like, and believe it or
And
not,
she's damn proud of her body. Like,
Yes.
come on. It's not like risque, overly top.
Like,
It is.
let me tell you
obvious.
this. Let me tell you this. You'll never see me naked on social media. I'll tell you
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
That's one thing, and he knows. Like that's been my brother for how many years? I never posted a picture naked, ever had to do that. It's about, believe it or not, a lot had to do with my nationality, and that called a lot of people in.
Y'all got the lie detector shit going?
No, it does. Like I'm telling you,
fucking with you.
but believe it or not, like I'm telling you, a lot of I've been through a lot in my life. With relationships, I went through a marriage. I went through some fucked up relationships through my kid's dad. And believe it or not, a lot of these followers, they follow me through my situations. I get asked all day, like, how did you do it? How did you become a single mom at the age of 19? How did you become who you are and be such a strong person from nowhere? You feel me?
Yeah, but I wanted to kind of stick with that too. So like, with the social media thing though, so you've had obviously boyfriends. Have you had a long-term boyfriend while you have that?
Every
Have you had
relationship I've been with.
anybody that would be like insecure about what you're throwing up there, or jealousy, or arguments, or anything?
To be honest, out of all of it, because believe it or not, my social media built a lot of my ex's businesses up. Like, believe it or not, straight up. Like, my kid's father, it built his business up. Like, of my social media, it built him up. And I'm not mad at it. I'm glad. Like, I'm not petty. I'm not bitter. Like, if God put me in your path to do that, then I did that. You know?
Yeah. Well, that's a good part of it, but I'm still trying to find out, because just for, people out there that's wondering about, okay, when you have a boyfriend or a husband, and you have about 100,000 people sending you squirt emojis, like they were earlier, it doesn't cause no jealousy, no friction in your relationships at all.
Never had an issue.
So they
to the last one, it did.
It did. Okay, tell us about that. That's what we're trying to get to.
Which that's what, like I'm telling you, like my ex-husband. Well, not consider ex-husband, because I divorced him in 9 months. It was anonymous. And
So it was annulled.
So yeah, exactly. So guess what?
Oh, they changed it from
Technically,
6 months to 9 months?
It's all.
So technically, I was never married. So I'm cool with that. But like, it built his tattoo business up.
Okay.
I made a name for it. I wasn't mad at it when we split. We split because I left. Because like I said, in every situation, I'm the type that, mind you, my parents are still together. Shut up, Mom, you watching me. And
How long?
I'm the type, my mom and dad been together 40 years,
That's
married
what's up.
38.
Oh, that's dope.
Heck yeah.
Longevity.
38. Met at Crenshaw High. And they're still together.
That's
Mind
good.
you, 5 biological kids, 15 foster kids that they raised, and 18 grandkids.
That's what's
Wow,
up.
that's
Yep.
beautiful.
So,
Y'all want to clap?
Yeah.
yeah, right?
Shout
Shout out to my mom.
Example.
Shout out to my
Like,
mom,
damn, that's
you know?
beautiful.
And she's still doing it. Like, damn. She gets
Trying to get me
and I'm
some
like, oh,
Bubba
shit.
Do you think that you
She
can...
adopts him.
But let's go over this. Do you think that you can have a successful, strong, bonded relationship by having all these men like coming at you, saying the stuff they say in your DMs, with a man not getting jealous and upset? Like, why do you need all these men to look at you?
Look.
I'm just wondering. Do
No,
you think,
I'm gonna tell you, I never had an issue in my life. Because guess what? That same guy that's in my DMs talking about a splashy emoji is the same motherfucker that's gonna put money in our pocket. And that's marrying a tattoo artist.
I definitely got a lot to say about that.
Hold
Okay,
it.
go ahead.
So, by far, the only problem that I ever have, mind you, I've dated. I've people I dated is probably on my life, and I'm the type of person that if that's uncomfortable for you, then I'll buy.
That's cool.
Buy in which way? Them
Buy,
buying?
Yeah, buy.
buy Instagram.
Oh,
Oh, that's what's up.
You know why?
I can
Because
follow that.
guess what?
I
Like
was
I
just about to
said-
go all
like
the
I
way
said-
in.
He said, I was like, wait a minute, what are we doing
Hey,
right
I was about to go all the
So
way
that's
in
an
on her.
option.
no
That's an
cap at all.
option. That's an
That's no
option I
cap at all.
gave every ex for my kid's father to. Well,
It
I didn't have
is.
that much when I met my kid's father. I met my kid's father when I was 18 and a half, 21. But for them, as business owner, they don't want you to let go of your business because guess what? The same people that are following me, the same people that's gonna book with you, same people that's gonna put money in our pockets,
Yeah, well,
Now-
I mean,
right?
well, the thing
Right.
is, I own businesses, so like for me personally, that wouldn't do nothing for me. I don't care how many followers they got, I'd be like, end that. You know what I mean? And personally, I make my own money. I ain't worried about all these dudes. Like, oh, these dudes whacking off
they're
to you,
upcoming-
shooting
they're
me money.
upcoming.
Like, I don't need that money. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I don't
that's how
post
I
enough
am
for niggas to
personally.
whack off to me.
Yeah, but they are regardless. You know what I'm saying?
There's some
Like,
real
And
they
then-
got
weirdos.
some weird ass.
and then that's
Real
their
weirdos
mental
out
health.
there.
It is. But there's a lot of people out there like that. You know what I
That's
mean?
their mental health. But like me, if I was to like I said, the only person that was ever insecure was the last guy I was with, which he was 40.
Makes fun.
Didn't believe in social media, but watched TikToks. Got mad because one time I told him don't follow this guy on TikTok because I used to talk to him and he got mad. Okay, cool. And that same night that when we lay down in bed, I said, "You want me to delete it? Say less. It's gone." Cause guess what? Out of that 118K followers, the only ones that are real, maybe 60 to 100 people. That's irrelevant. I'll drop my social media for
and that's good
for
that
what?
you-
Because guess what? I'm not getting paid for it. They're not paying my bills, and they're not taking care of my kids.
And that's good that
As a
you
real
said that
woman.
about. It's good that
Why?
you said that you would
I
drop
don't
your
think a
social
lot
media.
of women would do that.
I would.
No, it won't.
I
No,
would.
I know, but
You know?
I'm saying I believe you.
But
I don't think a lot of women would.
men are. Let's get back to the beginning of why this is so important, even to our for people that are watching. Men are very territorial. And if you showing and if they love you and they want to build a future with you and you showing too much and they have a problem with it and you don't have a problem with it and you don't want to get rid of what you're showing or what they don't like, give me 1 second, please. At the end of the day, and this is gonna seal the deal. If they okay with it, they're not a value man. If they okay with it, they got other shit on
Yeah,
up
they
their
ain't worried
sleeve.
about you.
They ain't worried about
Ooh,
you.
I'm
You
ready
think
to come for this.
If they're letting you shine-
you think that they're not going to cheat on you, and they're letting you show other men all your shit.
Yeah, the moment we quiet, you got to be scared.
Yeah,
The moment we don't ask you
if
where
a
you
man
go,
doesn't
I'm
have a
like-
I can't
problem,
wait to come for this.
And that's real.
you can
because
come for
I
him
do that
because
shit all the
ain't
time.
no man, and he's not a value man. Obviously, he's fucking cheating, or he has other women that he's looking at and getting attention to from.
Or he's not-
There's
not being
no
with you
value
long
man
term.
out there that's gonna be like, okay, show your tits, show your ass. It's okay. Go ahead and do it. Right on, girl. Let other men see your shit. That is not fucking happening from a value
hope they don't
man.
sound like that.
That's not happening. A value man is territorial,
That's a white dude.
and he's going to be like, hey, cut it, or either
I'm cutting you.
or cut you, or guess what? Go ahead and do your shit. I'm
I'ma
gonna do
do
my
mine.
shit
Yeah.
too.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? And at that point, you want your man going out doing this shit, bringing you home diseases and shit. You stupid.
Yeah.
If you talking about go ahead and do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. Well, go ahead and
Get STD.
get STD in the mouth.
hope you got full
because you
coverage.
okay with this nigga
medical-
over
In the
here.
mouth, not the body, the mouth.
The mouth.
The mouth.
You know, because the man gonna get head first. That's what they gonna get.
Never.
Bye.
Hey,
Bye.
hey, I don't know, but
Bye.
if we living in a new century, you not giving head.
You lucky. You
You
lucky.
ain't giving head first.
Mom, sorry, but I
you
told you
ain't-
what it is.
something ain't, something ain't right.
Well, you might you getting cheated on for
If I don't bust
sure.
at least
But go ahead.
4
What you got to
nuts
say
in
about
one-
what I said?
Cool.
Yeah,
Right?
rebuttal.
Cool.
Let's hear what you got to say.
Look, that's different. I get what you're saying, but social media dating, like saying if a man meets you on Instagram and he likes all your pictures, that's what attracted him, right? That's why he's in your DMs, right? Because he liked those half naked pictures.
Because guess why? He
all
wanna
this,
what?
Everything.
He want to
Whatever.
fuck. He
Right?
don't like. He
Yes,
don't even know you.
I agree.
He don't
I
even know
agree.
It's not
you.
I
It's-
agree, and it's the same. Some of those guys do want to get in a relationship with you, right? And some of the guys won't control what you do because let me tell you this. Like I said, my ex-husband, right? He been on my shit years. Denied. So one time I was like, you know what? Let me step out my box. I don't date ugly niggas. Let me do it, you know? And I did. And that's one thing I would never do.
And he got the
Because-
la 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 la
Yeah,
la
he
la,
didn't get no
but he
la.
been
He
waiting
didn't
for
get
the
no
la la
no,
la
he
la.
did not. La 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 la, some la 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 la.
Yeah, you waiting on the la 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 la. Some men will wait 2
And
years,
guess what?
4
That's why
years, 5 years.
Hey, as long as
voice.
they're like on the standby for a little bit, they don't care because they got.
They don't care. They got
But
other
wait,
chicks
so
they
like
smash it.
I'm gonna say it like this, right? Like for that incident, right? And that's one thing I won't ever do, and I won't ever let a man do. I'm gonna tell you this: my loyalty, my motherhood is everything with me. 100. That's what no one could ever take from me. Is my loyalty with the man. I cook, I clean, I do it all, and my relationship with my kids, my motherhood, everything. And no man will ever tell me. And that's because it runs into my family. Now, I'm not gonna lie,
It's lagging?
it runs into my family. And no, one thing I will never do.
Comments.
But
Keep
not
speaking.
that. Sorry,
Keep
but-
speaking. Do
sorry,
your
go ahead,
thing.
go ahead, go
Thing
ahead.
I will never do is let a man tell me what I can and I can't wear. Because guess what? When you met me, I was wearing that and it was okay. So I'm gonna keep wearing it. That's one thing I'm gonna do.
Now let
And
me
that-
help you
wait,
out.
wait,
Let me
wait,
help
wait,
you out.
wait, wait,
I
wait,
want to
wait,
help you out.
wait,
Can I help you
Let
out?
me finish it.
Go
Let me
ahead.
finish
Go
this.
ahead.
Let me
Go
finish
ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
Let me finish this because I've seen it in my own family. I've seen it in my own friends where, oh, what you met him when you were dressed like that and it was okay, and now you got to change your dressing style. Never. And that's one thing that I will never do. And before I even let a man claim me, be in a relationship, I tell him straight up because I'm real. I'll tell you straight up. This is how I'm gonna dress, and this is what it's gonna be. And I'm confident with myself because I'm a full girl. Like I've been through a lot.
Who wants to help her out?
Watch
With
this.
my confidence, I've been through a lot. You feel me?
I feel you.
I've been through a lot. So for a man to come into my life and change that for me, change that for me,
It's
You
more
want
than
to
not gonna happen.
it's more than how you think.
Let
And we
Rico
gonna help
help
you out
Rico.
just a little bit.
Let Rico jump
Go
in.
ahead.
So whenever you like say you bought your car right off the lot 2004 whatever, when you bought
I wish.
when you bought it right, when you drove it off, you didn't want people to still come up to the window and knock on it and be like, hey, can I buy this car? Is it for sale still, right? You don't want that, right? So when we get with you and you out here acting like you're for sale still and you're dressed in a certain way, how are we supposed to take that? And when we tell you to change, we're not telling you to change to be protective. We're telling you to change because we don't want to put you in a certain situation.
Which
And
I
we can
would-
bypass that.
Let him finish.
We can simply bypass that by saying, hey, maybe you should wear this. Or most of the time, it should be common sense that you shouldn't have
Which I
this
agree.
showing and this or this out
No, I do.
because you're going to get certain attention, and then when you get that certain attention, you can avoid it by just not doing what we're saying to do to help you out, not be overprotective.
It's true.
But just to avoid an argument.
Which-
And it's respect too at the end of the day, because we're based off of respect.
All right, well, let's
That's
explain
how you
this.
love us.
Hold on,
Wait,
hold on.
wait, I got something to say.
Go.
Which I agree. Because guess what? Before I step out, I'm going to ask my man, is this
I got
okay?
one. I want to answer this next one.
If my man said that's not okay, then I'm not gonna argue with him. Then it's not okay. I'm gonna go change. I've been through that.
Well,
Like
okay, well.
I'm that real. I'm so real as a woman.
But okay, how about this?
She said no. I
One
know
thing
that.
Because most women don't.
One
Most
thing I
women
won't do.
don't.
Hold on,
One thing I won't
let me
do.
go, let me
I'm
go.
not gonna
Go,
wear a
Jacob.
turtle. I'm not gonna wear a turtleneck.
Let me explain,
And
okay?
That's right.
So me,
Hey, that's right.
So let's just say me and you just started
That's
dating,
fine.
right?
Baby, can I
Let me
show
explain.
a little bit? 'Cause you gonna know with
Let me
me.
explain. Let's just say me, you were dressing like this when I met you, and I was literally banging a bunch of bitches when I met you. So if I'm
Go
doing
get
that,
bitches.
no, or
Right.
I'm hanging around a bunch of girls
I
all
love
the
it.
time, right?
Take them all.
No, but what I'm saying is now we're in a relationship. Now we're in a
No,
relationship.
relationship,
So
yeah.
now you want me.
Yeah, I'll get
Is
it.
it still cool for me to hang around with all these women? And is it cool for you to keep dressing like that? So you're gonna say it's okay for me to be around all these women all the time. That's what I was doing before I was hanging with you. Before you were my girlfriend. So would that
Then
be an
with
issue
that-
for you? No, like realistically, not
Realistic.
like no cap.
But look,
realistic.
that's fine.
Yes or no?
No, that's fine. But
It's not
guess
fine, you
what?
can tell, though.
No, like that's fine because that's between you and God. Like I'm a holy woman, believe it or not.
Don't use
That's
my
between you
don't
and
use my
God.
shit.
Like, straight up,
Don't use my shit.
Straight up now,
Stop
baby. Between you and God.
the-
I swear.
stop the
like,
catfish
no,
now.
I'm not catfishing. Like I'm a holy woman.
If my hair was
believe it or
gonna throw
not.
this
Like,
cap off right
I
now,
am a holy woman. Believe it or not.
No, for real, okay.
I became into this
No,
life
but-
to where if you go cheat and you go do it with you, that's between you and God.
Exactly.
No, but that's not.
Because when you
that's
come
not-
home,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
still like
Now,
next to
I
you.
need to help
Realistic-
her. I need
we're
one
talking about
time.
realistic.
One time. Let me
I'm talking,
settle
I'm talking
this.
about if you're really into. I'm talking about you're in a relationship. You really like this person. This is not. This isn't. This is for real, right? You really like this person, and you're gonna say that you're okay with this person
Going out.
Okay,
In a
exactly.
room full of hoes. What is
No,
Right.
but that's the difference. There's a difference. If my, like that's the thing. Like with me, I'm gonna
it's
tell
called
my
boundaries. It's
I'm
not
gonna tell my
different.
man. Like,
It's
is this,
boundaries.
does this look
A
okay?
man's gonna have a
Wait,
balance.
wait,
Hey,
not
get
for
me?
you. We're talking about in
I'm a-
general in general as
You wanna be honest? That's so
a
weird.
whole for
But-
women. Do most women accept their
No,
man
I feel like
hanging
in a
room full of hoes?
relationship, a man
It's
should
not
be
gonna
like,
happen.
baby, this
You wouldn't
look
accept
good.
it.
I feel what you said.
And a girl
Listen,
should, yeah.
I feel
And
what
I
she's
feel like
saying
if
at
I
the
sit
end
there
of-
and tell-
of- at the end of what she's saying.
I'm gonna sit there and tell my man like,
At the
is this
end
too
part.
much? And if
If
my
she-
man said
I
it's
can
too
respect-
much,
but now-
I'm
I
gonna
can
go
respect
change
that.
it.
Let
See,
me
but that's what I'm
say
saying.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
change
hold on.
it.
But
But
most women are not gonna-
what I'm not gonna
Hold on, hold
do,
on.
what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna go fucking sit there and change how I
I-
look
I know, but what
and
I'm
my
saying, you
confidence
just
because
said
I'm
you
a
would
thick
change
girl.
it. You see what I'm
I
saying,
would
though?
change it, but I'm not gonna go sit there and put a fucking turtleneck on.
Nobody said that, but I'm saying that you said you would
But
change
but
it.
I seen that
That's called-
in
that's
my
called
lifestyle.
compromising.
I seen people
Yes.
like that though.
There we
You
go.
get me?
But that's what you're doing.
Let
You're
me tell.
compromising.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
But
can I
I've
say
seen
something?
that.
Let me say
I've
something
seen
real
that in
quick.
my life
In relationship, let me say something real quick,
Men
please.
be like, put a
In
turtleneck
a
on, they
relationship,
do that. Like,
in a relationship, any relationship, whether it's between me and my friend, whether between a guy and a girl, in a relationship, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a marriage. Relationship is about give or take. Relationship is about growth, communication, and change. If
Yep.
I want you to change in this area, and you say you love me and you respect me, and
but
you
it takes up to them to change.
Wait.
and you res- and you respect me and you respect me and you respect my opinion, you are willing to change if you want to be with me long term. That's give or take in a relationship. Not saying there's something that I won't do.
I completely agree.
Because if you fall in love with somebody and you and they fall in love with you, you're not going to be on there talking about, I'm not going to do this shit, but I love you. I'm not going to do this shit, but I don't want to be with you
But
forever.
I would. To a
That's
certain
not
extent.
love. That's not love. That's not growth in a
Because the dude's
relationship.
gonna
We're
change
talking
for you.
about if a person
If the
is
dude's
willing
changing
to
for you.
if a person is willing to
gonna
grow
change for
and
me.
change certain things that you don't like about them, they're gonna go back and say, well, you didn't change this, and then it's gonna be tit for
I've been
tat.
through that.
It's gonna
Been
be
through
tit
that.
for
Yeah.
tat. You see what I'm saying?
I think that was
It's gonna be
Let me
tit for
explain
tat.
something. Let me
I
explain
think,
something.
honestly,
Okay.
I
You
can
never put. You
I
can never put on a
think-
person.
Hold on.
Let her go real quick. Let her go.
I think that was probably one of the biggest things and probably in my relationship prior. I had no problem of, okay, tell me why I need to change this. Like, hey, what is the issue? And it's
always
kind
the
of like the
women.
dressing or this or how you act
always
or
the women that
constantly
need
out
to
in the club.
change.
Why do you have to be always, because prior, before, I had always been out. I was doing my thing. And then I got in a relationship and it's like, why do you always have to be that way and be like, you know what, you're right. And then I became a mom, so it became even a little differently, so there are things. But then when the other person is not willing to change whatsoever, then how do you expect this to work? Because we're not both on the same
It's
page.
going
We're
like
not
this.
Because you're not
exactly
single no more.
now exactly. And do I want you kicking with a bunch of females all the time? No, I fucking do not. Now, when it comes to certain
Especially when you fall in
situations,
love.
correct.
Like we talking about falling in love.
Now,
not
look,
just having a
I
nigga.
got it in certain
I got
situations.
this nigga over here that I'm chilling with.
I want a man,
I
not a
want to see
nigga.
what this. I want to see what this gonna go in 6 months.
We're
Exactly.
going to name
I'm
that
sorry,
voice,
but
yo.
it's
We're going to name
between
that
the
voice.
So here's the thing. I got it in some sense because my boyfriend was a promoter, and I had to learn to exactly. No, listen.
Let's bring up his problem, please.
When we first got together, it wasn't.
Introduce her in a second.
He wasn't a promoter prior. He was a promoter prior. We were together, and then when we got together, was not, and then became it again after. And that was a thing. I was like, not okay. He's like, you knew, blah blah, and I just kind of like settled with it. You know what? Okay, fine. Go do what you have to do. And I had to learn to be like, okay, females are gonna be around you. Females are gonna. But then there's that limit. You got to find that limit of like, okay, now you got to stop that shit. I'm not asking much. I'm asking you to respect me and come
Fire.
home to me.
Well, let me explain
Wherein
too.
you respect me to not be out in the club
Mind
like I
you,
used to
carrying
with a
his
booty
kid.
dress,
Mind you-
trying to show myself off. Yes, go have fun. Yes, go have girls' night. There's those things. And you too, as a dude, go have fun. Go have a boys' night. I've been there, done that. Like, there's a compromise of letting us do the things, but at the same time, while you're doing those things, respect each other and think of it. Hey, would your person on the other side be okay with how you're doing and what you're doing? If not, if you're really thinking like, hey, would I be okay with him acting this way? Nope. Let me stop that right there and then. Because
if you don't if you don't agree, you're gonna be a ratchet in a relationship anyway.
Correct.
Your idea is like, if he want to be a ratchet, I'm gonna be a ratchet.
And I've been.
So why the fuck you in a relationship then if you're okay with him being a ratchet and then you want to be a ratchet in the back of your head?
And that's one thing I always said. That's one thing I ever said. God knows I will never cheat in my life because you know what? I will never live with that guilt. I'll never live with that karma. When I can sit there and be like, hey, it's not working out. I feel like this. I'm going to walk away. And I've done that. That's why people be like, oh, why does your relationship last? Or why does it work? Because, you know what? For one, if you don't respect my kids, accept my kids, it's not gonna work. For 3, if you treat me like how I'm not supposed to be treated, I'm gonna walk away. Like I told my parents, I told my family, I don't give a fuck if it takes me 10 fucking men that you guys have to meet to find the right one. It's gonna happen. Because one thing I won't do is let a man disrespect me, disrespect my kids, and act like he's above me. As a single mom, as being independent,
and no woman should. But at the end of the day, it's a two-street fold.
You just have to have a mutual respect.
You know what I mean? It's
like,
a two-street
you
fold.
like,
You gotta
if you know this is
something
gonna
to
disrespect that
too.
person, then fucking have your own. Have that respect for them.
Silly,
You already
man.
know it's gonna bother you, so why are you gonna do it to him? Like, for me, that's the biggest thing. I want someone to match my energy. Like, you already know if you feeling ugly about it and you doing it, you know you gonna get mad if I'm doing that shit. So why the fuck you doing
Women
it?
hold men way more accountable than they hold themselves.
period.
You see what I'm saying? So
That's a new experience for me. I don't really know.
I'm like, period. Like the relationship.
that was fire. Did y'all hear what I just said?
That was 11 years ago.
That was
And
fucking fire.
I respect that. 'Cause even, believe it or not, people even trip out about like what me, like how I am with my daughter's dad's wife. People tell me all the time, like,
Best
what?
friends, huh?
Best friends.
I see
told
the
me
energy.
today.
I swear to God.
She told me today. She was like, I'm not gonna be able to make it.
She
She's like,
texted
I'm about to
me,
hit her up.
can you
She's
pick
like,
up the
she's gonna
baby?
do
I
the
pick
babies.
her up.
I'm like,
I swear to God, I bought her Carol G tickets. For my birthday, she gives me Fashion Nova. Like, we're A1. Like, for what? It's all about the kid's intention. But you believe it or not, a lot of people go through shit. Like, oh, well, we fought each other for what? It's like,
Let me
why?
ask you a question. Are you you the one that wears the pants in the relationship with the man?
No, I don't.
You never have?
really,
Yes.
no.
I might feel a little.
No.
And
but
tell them to
but
comment.
no.
Hey, whoever
I'ma tell you
dated
that.
her that's on that
Please
this live.
She wore the pants. We need to
Comment,
know
please.
this.
Nobody wears
Let's
the
find
pants.
out.
Because I'm the type of woman that I
Nobody wears the
believe.
pants, then that means you wore the
No,
pants.
I'm the
If
type
she's
of
gonna say
woman.
that,
No, let me
we
tell
know
you
who wore the
this.
pants.
We're gonna
Stop
wear
the
the pants.
catfish.
We're gonna wear the pants in different situations. You feel me? It's 50-50.
Okay, well, give us a second. Give us a second. We're gonna do you right now. So we're gonna go name.
We got someone new
I came in a
here.
little late. You know, girls just always late. So we're gonna.
Hey,
go.
she probably had very
Name.
positive
Bosses
things
are
going.
always late. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Name.
I am always late to work, and I am the boss, so.
that was a good one. I'm gonna start using that one.
Give us a
Bosses
second.
are always late.
Name, age, occupation, and the relationship status.
Name, Mimi. Occupation. Oh wait, age 35. Occupation. I manage multiple nail salons in the IE.
Hey, Mimi.
I need to fail
I
desperately.
am dead ass single.
There we go.
How long you been single for?
2 years.
And how long was your last relationship?
9 years.
And what happened with that one?
He.
Complicated.
What happened with that one? I would say maybe 4, 5 years into the relationship, he got into heavy drugs, and with me having kids, that was just a no-no for me. I did try to make it work.
You stressed the fuck out of him.
I respect you for that because you know what? It takes a lot of a woman to leave a man like that.
Well, the thing is that I take accountability. I'm all about accountability. And the thing is that he actually
You don't have to get too
got
personal if you
a
don't.
new set of friends.
You can be transparent. We like
yeah, he got a
transparency.
new
We ain't
set
gonna
of,
judge
he
you.
got a new set of
Maybe.
friends, and
Ain't nobody shit on here anyway.
You gotta watch out for him. That's all I'm saying. Because he was grilling a motherfucker earlier.
We all ain't shit anyway. Go ahead and tell all your stories.
ain't gonna be
He's like,
shit.
You ain't even gonna
he's
be
like, tell me you're married.
No, I'm just shit. I'm just trying to get you to be transparent.
No, you can whatever you comfortable
Yeah,
with.
no,
You don't have-
We're being cut loud. We gotta let one person talk because the audience is gonna hear nothing besides.
No, he
Paul
just got a
Shannon.
new set of friends, and with me, I believe that when he's like, "Babe, I'm going out after work with the guys." Sure, go for it. And a lot of that comes where it's like he was a hardworking man. He worked from like 5 o'clock.
Talk in the mic more, a little more.
He worked like 5 o'clock in the morning.
How is that?
Is it on?
I don't hear her.
I don't hear anything.
Hello, testing.
Oh, now I can.
That's me.
Hello.
I hear all you guys.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can
you hear me
now.
now?
Papi Muñeño.
Oh God. Okay.
Go get the camera. Go get the camera.
Go get the what?
Go get the camera.
Can you guys hear me? I'm gonna
You
use
listen to
my
Norman Bates? He's
I'm gonna
like,
use
go
my
get the camera.
Marilyn Monroe voice.
I smell everybody's breath right
True,
now.
papi.
No, I'm just playing.
Macaroni with the chin.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So again, he met a new set of friends, and it was all from work. He always said, "Hey, I'm going out with the guys. Cool. Hey, I'm this. Cool." Like, I'm all about giving you that time, that space. You're working. You're coming home. You're doing whatever you need to do for the family, and I'm all for it. But I mean, whatever he decided to do, it definitely affected what he brought home eventually. So anyway, while he was going out, he was doing drugs. He hid it for a while, to the point where he got so into it where I saw it. I noticed it. And I didn't leave him immediately because I believe on trying to get him back to where he was. After trying for 4 years, it just didn't go anywhere, so I just had to.
4. I was saying.
Hey, me 9 months.
I
Like-
really
We
tried.
want to
Like,
ask the
was it,
chat.
like,
Hold on. We want to ask the chat. If you guys have questions for the girls or
yeah,
us,
please.
whoever,
That would be fun.
Go ahead and start shooting
Yes.
some questions in.
Shoot it.
And we'll
Please
go
be
ahead and ask the
gentle, though.
questions
We
whoever
need
you
to
ask.
Be
know about
nice.
the wearing the pants. Did anybody?
Yeah, we need to know if she wore the pants or not.
Girl,
I don't
you wore the
believe her at
pants.
all.
I'm not gonna lie,
We
I beatbox if you like that.
Exactly.
But it's all about respect, though. Like, you feel me?
I mean, to be honest, I don't
never
agree
wear
with.
the
To be honest, I believe that a lot of these sucker men need a woman to wear the pants.
Yep.
Nowadays.
Yeah, that part.
Exactly.
They can't, you know what I mean? And I
I
respect a
believe in
woman,
50-50.
you know, that has the guts and the balls to step up and be like, you know what, you don't know how to lead, I'll take the lead.
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't be, you know
No,
what I
it
mean? But
shouldn't be.
No, I agree. It
somebody
shouldn't. But at
got
the
to
same
do
time,
it.
that's why they
But I
treat us
will-
sometimes the way
I'll
they
take
do
the
and do
Right.
what they do because we sit back and we let you be the dominant so much sometimes
And they can't lead.
that then they take advantage of
Right.
it and we're sitting there like, but we caused it ourselves sometimes. Like,
I can't say I can't.
And I think that's what my
right.
Yes,
but I can't.
I
I
agree.
can't say women are not great leaders. You know what I mean? I can't
think
say
that's
that.
why my relationship
but it comes
don't work.
it comes to a.
Yeah, because women can't be leading. It won't work out. I really don't think the relationship's going to work out at the end.
I mean,
agree.
in a household, they have to lead in some areas. There's not leading a man in a home. A man should be able to step up and lead his home like a man and not dominate, not be the dominator, but be able to lead and be the man that knows how to lead. But also, women have to lead in certain areas.
yes,
In the home,
I agree because you know
because I'm not taking. Women are great leaders
Yeah,
when
lead
it
with
comes
that
to
laundry.
children.
that's what I was
Lead
just
with
gonna
them.
say.
You know, when it comes
Yeah.
to when it
Just
comes
gonna say
when it comes to their to
But sometimes
catering
they're
But not all
to the
women
children.
are like that, believe it or not.
I'm not saying a majority of women are great leaders when it comes to their cubs. You know what I mean? I'm not
That's
saying
awesome.
all women are great leaders when it comes to their cubs, but most women are great leaders when it comes to their cubs, when it comes to their children.
That's
So
what
Oh, I definitely agree.
it does.
Work.
You do have to. Women do have to lead in the home in certain areas. I gotta go.
That's why my.
Oh, me too.
To be honest, that's
Go,
not why.
go.
That's
Whoever
not
has to
why.
go, go
That's
on.
not why. That's exactly why my relationship didn't work. It's because of my kids.
Keep it rolling.
I know, we're going to keep it rolling.
From my first daughter, from my second daughter's dad, the moment he told me choose, you have an option, me or your oldest. I said bye, get out my house, you gotta go. From like even with my ex-husband, he was like, I never had a woman with kids. That's what you chose to be. in this world, it's a package, and I'm gonna let you know what it is from the beginning. If you can't accept me and my 2 girls, you gotta go. And it took 2 years to play stepdaddy role. My kids fall for you, but guess what? I'm gonna train my kids that if he gotta go, he gotta go, and that's the respect for them. Cause a man can respect you, but won't respect your kids. And the last relationship I was with a 40-year-old man that had kids, 13, 19, 23. But didn't raise his kids till 2 months before I met him.
Oh wow, that's not good.
Yeah, because he lived
A real man
that
should be
party.
raised
He lived that party scene.
Yeah.
You know. So when I met him, I was like, he said your kid's not an issue. But once I got with him, we moved in with him. We lived with him. He was like, oh well, I want to go to Cabo this weekend. I'm like, I have my kids. He's like, well, you can't just drop them off. I said no. He's like, well, my ex-wife did it. Oh, me and your ex-wife, two different women. I'm a full-time mom. So that means that your ex-wife was a deadbeat. Because I would never let a man tell me to drop my kids off for the weekend to go party.
I miss it.
Because that's memories with that I can have with my kids. You get me?
Yeah.
Life's too short. Life's too short.
That's another question.
Life's too short
Yeah.
to sit there and put a man there before my kids.
I got a
We're gonna do
question.
another one though. Go. You go around the room.
All right,
For
and I'm gonna sit.
And I hope he's watching.
I missed the deadbeat because once I start hitting deadbeat, I'm like, ooh.
Let's go to the next question. Though.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let me see what I got.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm here.
We gonna crisscross this. We gonna ask her, then we gonna ask her, then we gonna ask her, then we gonna ask her.
All right, let's go.
Are we gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then last?
Oh, I'm not first. Okay.
Can't watch me
No.
last. 'Cause
Why
She's like,
I gotta be first? You grilled me last time. I'm scared of you now. Something not related to my damn situation, please.
It's
So always gonna
definitely.
go back
I
to
guess it
It's-
has to
I'm-
kind of
I'm-
always has to do with
hit
it,
me.
right?
I came up with this question today because I looked at your Instagram.
Oh, shit.
okay.
It is pretty fire.
And it's
Your
and,
Instagram
and,
is
and I'm not
fire.
hating on
Very
your
fire.
Instagram. You do you. I it was the title what got me your Instagram. So, you know, you can shout out your Instagram.
Baby girl unique. Okay.
Okay. And
Follow me. I'm a good time, guys.
and your Instagram. Shout out your Instagram.
Classic 00.
Okay, so it was your Instagram why I came up with this question.
Yeah, so you got me in this mess,
Yeah,
girl.
but we gonna ask you first.
Mine's all
That's
pure.
what-
My
But it-
Instagram is pure in public. Okay.
Shout out your
private,
Instagram.
private.
That
Damn.
is so boring.
Go ahead.
It's Mel Sewn. That's it.
Okay.
No.
Everybody
You
shouted
don't
out
wanna
the
know mine?
Instagram.
You don't want to know
I
mine?
thought you did. Go ahead.
No, I didn't. God, rude.
It's
Shoot
a
that.
Susie song.
Mine is Susie Cutie 87. SOOZIQT87.
Spells.
Did y'all get that? That's right.
QT.
But this next question is, what do you consider a classy woman?
I get why he wanted to ask you that, though. Because that was your Instagram.
Yeah, I guess on my Instagram, I don't really look very classy, do I?
It ain't got to be pertaining
You
to
said, what do
your
you call it?
Instagram.
What
do I
you
call
consider
a classy
Look at
woman?
Well, how about this? No.
But look at the
let's get-
definition from
Let's make it a little
classy.
more real. How about this?
Look at
Do you
the definition.
consider yourself a classy woman?
No,
I do.
You don't.
no.
Why?
I like to, I think a classy woman is more reserved in a sense. But I'm the type where, like, I like to show my body. I like to show my figure. I like to show my tattoos. It's a thing, you
And
know?
what would you call that other than classy?
Yeah. What would you consider yourself? As?
Don't help her.
Yeah.
Popular.
Categorize it. Popular is not part of that.
No, honestly, I wouldn't even know what to categorize myself because people are going to have various opinions. They going to call me a
Damn
hoe. They
their
going to call me a
opinion. What do
slut.
you consider yourself?
I know. What do you consider?
I think, honestly,
If you could
to
describe
me-
yourself in one word, what it would be?
Amazing, beautiful, gorgeous. To me, I'm a bad bitch. I don't give a
Period.
fuck, and I'm gonna show my body. The one thing I love to do is show my body because my work. I love tattoos. I get tattoos very frequently. I'm trying to get covered up.
And you love attention.
Nah,
Yes.
Nah, not attention.
Every woman.
I get attention
If a
automatically.
woman-
I don't
we
even have
already
to show.
discovered
I
this.
do. Look,
We already said this. If a
already.
woman say she doesn't
wanna
like
sit- I
attention,
just wanna sit there and
she
see, like,
is
if you like-
I don't
lying.
care for attention. Though. I went literally.
wanna see you,
I
but-
went literally
We're gonna get to that.
over.
She says she don't care for no attention.
No,
So
I
That
went.
is a lie.
No, that's not true.
Get the hell.
That's not true. I went over 7 months without a social media. I literally just reactivated my social media. I went 7 months without it. I didn't give a fuck about the followers. I didn't give a fuck about any of that. I realized like I had to take some time for my damn self and do
That's
what
why
I need to
you
do
was
for
hurt.
myself.
Not
it
because you
wasn't,
didn't want
it wasn't
attention.
a show off.
Because
It wasn't
you
to get
was hurt.
attention.
That's
no,
why you-
no, it wasn't because I was hurt, baby.
You said you needed time for yourself. Anybody that
Yeah.
needs time for themselves,
But I
they have to
wasn't hurt.
reevaluate yourself and see where I am in life. Where am I at? What's going on with my life?
I knew where I was
And-
at. I just knew my focus had to shift differently.
So why did you take time for yourself?
Because at that time I wanted to build better things, and social media was just for me
Why did you take
boring.
time
It was
for
drama.
yourself?
It
Not
was
the
a
social
lot
media. Why did you take time for yourself? You
at
needed
that
for
time.
yourself.
I went back to school. I started building myself a little bit more. I realized. I will say at that time I was very focused on social media. I realized that I have to get an image, but it wasn't even
You
like.
was focused. You get the attention.
Hold on, though.
Thank
Hold
you.
on. No.
Thank
Hold
Thank
on.
you.
It wasn't for attention though. I feel like it was more for validation because I dealt
shit.
not really because
No,
I dealt with a lot of
maybe
depression and I felt like because I didn't know how to deal with that. I was like, oh, I need
You
to.
were hurt.
Hold on, before you finish, can I
Yeah.
tell
And
you
that's
something?
okay to
Yeah.
say.
I know-
You know how many us been through so much pain and hurt in our lives.
Yeah.
We were hurt. So now it's that time to take time for ourselves to grow.
I agree.
But you know the difference
Period.
between men and women, I feel, on this part right here? What I think is when women get hurt, they need to be more validated, they need more attention. When men get hurt, they work harder and build themselves up
That's
harder.
not true.
That's not
That's
true.
a damn lie.
What kind of men you date?
That's a damn lie.
That's
That's
what I'm
not
saying.
true.
Well,
I think
every
it's
man
just
that
because
I
you're a
know-
rare
I've
breed,
seen
baby.
that.
Just because you're a rare
A
breed
lot
doesn't
of
mean
men
nothing.
that I know
That's
do
not
that.
true.
And they go
They'll
straight to
build
the
themselves
streets.
up. They'll have more.
Nope.
They'll build their business even better.
I disagree.
Bigger.
Well, you
harder.
surround
disagree.
yourself with some great ass
Speaking of Michael,
men, but that's not
Yeah,
true.
because-
I disagree.
So let me find out. Let me find
What
out
up?
why. Why you
Preston,
disagree?
Preston,
I need
what
to
up?
know this
Because
now.
they can't hear you a lot. They want to hear. Yeah.
Because
thank
I
you.
get
So they're saying that? Okay, yeah.
Hello.
Okay, so when you talk, you're talking here because they can't hear you.
But like I
Why do
was
you
saying,
disagree? Tell me.
you know what? I agree and disagree. But for my situation, I disagree.
So the men.
I
We're
disagree.
talking about
and
in
I
a general
agree.
sense, though. Like,
Yeah, this is general.
We're talking in general, not yourself. Like,
I don't even know about
See, I don't know. I can't say general because
I
I
missed
don't
the
ever
question
see. But
because
I
I
don't-
was-
Okay, no, what
from
I'm saying is-
friends
let
and
me-
everybody that I've seen.
Yeah, let me explain it. Let me explain it again. So what she's saying when she got hurt, she was saying that she had to put herself out there a little more, right? So a lot of women, they'll start posting stuff like their body, things like that, so to get attention because they're hurt and they want that. That right there just gives them some type of validation. But men, they do less of that and they just work harder, build themselves up, and they build their business up. They do a bunch of things.
So they can go and get the bad bitch.
Yeah, well, it's for that, but mostly for themselves too.
No, but no. I think women, men.
It's 50-50.
I think men, when like he's right, 100%. Men work harder if they got hurt by a woman multiple times or whatever, and they feel like they're not validated. They're going to go and work hard for that car, for that house, to impress.
Well, no.
No,
Safety
but
as a woman.
But I think
Safety as a
I think
woman.
nowadays when guys go through shit,
They go to the streets.
it's that or it's more of like on a mental health type thing for dudes now because there's more suicide with guys now over girls that I've seen even with.
Oh, that's been always.
And-
Women
but-
don't kill themselves.
No,
they go find
right.
another.
Guys go crazy.
That's not true.
That is not true.
What do you?
It's
guys,
50-50.
Listen.
I mean,
there's
it's
not a,
rate
girls, I think-
statistics. Men have always
been more
won
suicidal.
Half of them
over
are
the
gay
women.
and they're scared to
No,
come
it's
out.
really statistic.
no,
Yeah.
but more guys.
Sorry,
More
I
guys.
would
I
never
mean,
kill myself over a
guys are more.
motherfucker.
Guys
No,
are
men
more
kill themselves.
prone
Yeah, no, not
to
a
kill
woman.
themselves even.
Because they're
Because
gay in the house.
we don't have nobody to express ourselves to. You can go to your homegirl and be like, bitch, listen, what happened?
Yeah,
This nigga
because
did-
guys can't
guys is
communicate
not-
as well.
they're- I know, but I'm not about to be like,
That's
hey,
fine.
homie, like,
Guys hold it
fine.
let me
down.
cry and
Let
you're
them
gonna give me a
finish.
hug. Like that doesn't happen with us.
It's
So-
image.
That's fine.
In a
I
man's
know,
world,
but
it's
what I'm
image.
saying, is, guys, it's more likely for guys for it to happen to guys than it is females. If females, it's not going to be over.
No. For a man, it's not image; it's respect. When a man is disrespected, it hurts their ego. It doesn't matter if nobody else saw. It has to do with them being. All men need respect. That's even biblical.
That's why you should
Like,
never talk to a man a
needs
certain way. You
respect.
should never break that. You should never.
And if a woman disrespects him like in a really terrible way, where it like shoots him to the ground, then they go. They either they fold or they're gonna build themselves up, like on a whole other level.
Some guys can be like fucking next.
But you know what? I feel like women's are the same thing too. I feel like
No,
either
because
women's
here's the
gonna.
thing.
I feel like
You
a
can
woman's
tell a
gonna
guy-
fold, or a woman can build herself
You
up.
can be fighting with your mans and be like, you are this and you're this, and you're just bringing them down, down, down. You could tell me I'm a bitch and be like, okay, let me move on from that.
But that's some
Where-
women.
No,
that's
that's
how
not.
some women.
And
Because
let a
I don't
Let
say it
a
like
man
that.
tell me
But I
I'm a
would
bad
just-
mother.
But-
that's gonna eat me the
You
fuck.
I could tell a
tell me
girl-
I'm a
I
bad
could-
mom. I know I'm
Let her
not.
talk. I want to
I'm
hear
not
her whole
either.
thing.
Tell me
Let her
I'm
talk real quick.
tell me
Let
I'm
her
a
talk.
bad mom. I know I'm not. Tell a dad he a bad dad. He's gonna fucking sit there and be like, "Have I been a bad dad? Do I have someone to talk to
that's
about
true.
it?" No, it's not, because they don't. Like you
Okay,
said, dudes don't have someone else to talk to. I can call you up right now and be like, "This bitch
See, that's what I'm
said
saying.
this,"
We don't
and
have
then
that.
you guys will sit over there and be
Because
like,
of
"You
pride, though.
Let her,
No, it's
let, her,
not pride.
let her finish. Let
You
her finish
guys,
her
when we
point.
call up all our girls up, we'll be like, you as a female, you're gonna be like, that is bullshit, that's not, and we're like, you know what, you're right. That dude's gonna sit there and just let that shit eat him up.
Fire.
And fucking deal with it. He doesn't know how to deal with it because they can't express it. And then what happens? They start fucking acting crazy and this, and then you're like, why is that dude acting that way? Because he has no other way to let that shit out. He only has it by letting it go crazy on him. Where us females, we can little by little and be like, you know what? I'm gonna build from it and grow from it and become a better and bigger person. That's I say. Females, they say that all the time. We break up and the next day we've got a PhD and we fucking got a brand new job and because we're gonna make ourselves a better person.
100.
Where
That's
a dude
fire.
is gonna sit there and dwell with
gonna
it,
fester. It's
but
gonna-
then he's also gonna be like, "How can I make her fucking mad? So let me go fucking show up and post me with another female and this and that or whatever," because they don't know how any other way to
Yeah, but those are
fucking deal with
boys.
it.
They're
Oh,
not-
I completely
So those are
agree.
different kind of people.
But they're-
yeah,
I
in
feel like
general.
men can be
In general,
but that's the
Talking in
thing.
general,
Any man, though,
Men
any
are
I'm talking about in general,
prideful.
thousands.
Men are-
I'm talking about
believe it or
any
not,
man, though.
Men are prideful. Men are prideful.
any man is going to want to build himself up,
Real man.
and real man, in everything, money, car, job, whatever, career, house, and he's going to want that special dime piece on his side.
But then why?
Regardless,
was
whether
that
it's
person that you were
2
with
years
before not?
Why you
after,
got to strip
5
club?
years, 10 years, it's a package that comes with it. Men don't want to be alone either. You know what I mean?
But
So
why
I
they
think-
choose the wrong people?
just like women choose the wrong people.
You never know. You don't know the future.
I mean, ass, really. I mean,
But then what about when that female is giving you all that? We're giving you the dime, we're giving you the house, we're giving you all that, and we still not
Yeah,
good
the
enough.
mother-
Okay, let me answer that a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, a lot of
Please.
the time, men don't figure that out until later. That's just the reality.
When
of
it's
the
too late?
situation. They figure that shit out when it's too late. And that's reality. That's just the reality. So, I mean, especially when they're younger, they ain't going to figure that out until later.
I think that becomes a problem too in
When you
females'
finally
heads.
leave.
Is that, hey, I
like,
did it
shit.
all for that dude.
And it's something
But
that's
it's not-
there
it's
that he
not
don't
you,
like
though.
And then
It's
anyway.
not
that's
you.
what
It's
I
not
think.
you,
That's when
though.
a woman's insecurity comes because it's
1,000.
like, damn, you know what? I had this man's kid. I did this. I stayed home, was loyal, cooked, cleaned, raised me how my mom and my dad raised me, and I still wasn't enough. So what's wrong with me?
Yeah, and I get
And
that
Yes.
part.
that's as a woman we
I
start
agree.
thinking
I
about.
get that part,
and then
but
that's when we start
we gotta
thinking
understand
about,
as
are we
mature
ugly?
adults.
Are we fat?
No.
Are we too skinny?
No.
Are we no?
It's
as
just-
a woman,
Let
as a
hey,
woman, that's what we deal
let him
with.
answer.
And
You're
this
right.
is- and
And
you're
she's right.
right.
She's not
You're
wrong.
right. You're
But
right.
answer
But
though.
as mature adults, we got to understand we're not everybody cup of tea. People change. And at the end of the day, we have to respect the change. Maybe it was working out in the first 2, 3, 5 years or whatever. But at the end of the day, people change. They want different. And it's okay.
And
I'm
accept it.
and accept it.
Yep.
She might not want me no more. She might want something different that
And accept
that,
it.
And accept it. It's not that, I had everything that I thought I had in, that a woman wants in this relationship. I had everything. I got the car, I got the money, I got the swipe. You know what I mean? I got everything that
It
she's
could be
looking
like-
for.
it-
That's why they say relationships are work. You've got to put the
The
work,
work in.
because
See,
But that's
6
what-
months
that's
in
the
or
thing.
6 years in, you got to put it in no matter what.
That's the thing. I'd rather a man respectfully tell me, "Hey, it's not working out." Would have been like, "Cool."
But here's the thing,
And
men
don't always think
cannot-
it's you, though.
men
Don't
can't
always think
communicate
it's
all the
you.
time.
Hold on.
Don't think it's
There's
you all
something,
the
there's something
time.
I'm not really liking though. So what I'm saying is I like what you're saying, you're saying, because I mean, because when reality is I don't think just because things change, you need to just end that.
No.
Because I mean, look at the difference. When a man owns a business, and that business is going to shit, and they keep going and building it up no matter what it takes. How are you not going to do that with your family and your kids? So that doesn't make any sense. So to me, in my mind, like you should work on it. Like I would take the fall if I was the idiot that messed it all up, and I end up bouncing out, or she left me, or whatever the case is. Like if you're going to work that hard on your business, you should work that hard on your family. So that's bullshit to me. Like it shouldn't just be like, oh, my feelings changed for you. It is what it is. Like
I'm gonna address that. I'm
don't
gonna
think that shit at all.
address that because you wouldn't have divorce. And
Well, I know,
and you
obviously,
no,
yeah.
I'm talking about people wouldn't have divorce.
If you was
If you were
was
able to
that-
just keep working and he beating my ass and she
Well, that's
beating my
different.
ass.
Well, that's
I mean,
different.
no, it's
Everybody-
not different.
Or I'm not sexually
people
attracted
change.
to this person and they're
It
not
don't matter
sexually
how to
attracted to me,
change.
like
It don't
this.
matter how the change happen. This person can stop loving me the way I feel like I should be loved.
I'd rather someone
That's
love me
a
real.
change.
I'd rather someone love me real than to love me fake.
This person can be
period.
working and working and working, but at the end of the day, it's not how you want to love me.
Yes.
It's how I
Yes.
want to be
So
loved.
I'd rather you walk
So if you
away
change, I'd
and let
rather for
somebody
you
love
walk
me.
away
Yep.
and love me, and I get what I deserve,
Thank
you.
and be in a
Yep.
relationship
Yep.
that somebody willing to
Yep.
work on
Okay, but-
loving me the way I want to be
But that
loved.
just means everybody gives up on their shit then. And then
No,
No,
that
it's
does not.
No, it's
I'm
not.
telling you.
Oh, no.
No,
If you're
it's
saying,
not.
if you're saying
I think
that,
I see
hold
it
on,
differently in the
hold on.
household.
If you're saying that if that's the only way I want to be loved, now I'm just gonna give up because if
You
you're not
will
loving me
see
that
the
way,
change.
You gotta work together.
You will see the change.
If they care enough, they
If
will
it's supposed to
change
be,
work to
and
meet
you're
your
seeing
needs.
the work,
Well,
you
yeah.
will see the change.
And then I
That's
went
what
into
I'm
couples
talking about. I'm
counseling,
talking about
marriage
both
counseling,
people changing.
counseling.
Yeah.
Make it work.
And if
But
there's
guess
no
what?
change,
no
then
one
it's
could
time
change
to
if you
go.
don't choose to change.
you're not
I'm not
supposed
gonna
to-
go
just
sit there and
because
try to change a man if you don't want to change yourself.
But just
You feel me?
because a person
I'ma change
changed doesn't mean you
myself,
leave.
and I'm gonna change myself.
That doesn't necessarily
But I
mean
could
leave.
never-
You
I
can't
could
you can't
never
leave
change-
somebody
I
because they
could never
change.
make a man
Now when
change
they
himself.
change
So
and
I'ma
Not in
tell
the
them what I
beginning.
don't
Not
like.
in the
Also
beginning. You
can't-
just don't say, "Oh, you're not changing. I'm out in 3 to 6
you're
months."
supposed to
Yeah,
But
change.
you're talking about 3-4 years.
Yeah.
2 to 3 years, you seeing this person not change, and you still getting your
'Cause you
ass
can't
whooped.
People are
You can't
10,
And you
15
still-
Oh, yeah, that's
years.
well, that's
And you're still an alcoholic. Wait a minute, you're still an alcoholic.
Still a druggie.
You still a druggie, and you still want me to stay here
No.
and let you work. You know what I mean? And you're going out all night, and you're not coming home to 12, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and you still want me to fucking change and wait on your change, and it's been 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You gotta have some sense.
But
So
one thing
people
I'm not gonna say
Don't be
is that person can't change.
Hey, is it messing
That's
it
one
up?
thing I'm not gonna say.
Because everything went off on mine.
That's one thing
Ours
I'm not gonna
been
say.
off.
That's one thing I'm
We
not gonna
ain't heard
say.
nothing.
Is that person can't change.
Yeah.
Because with God's will, it could change, but it's up to that person
It is.
to change.
100%.
You get me?
100%.
It's up to that
You gotta
person
say,
to hit
Mimi.
rock
I wanna
bottom
make
to
sure
change.
Yes.
How you feel about that, Mimi?
Yeah, Mimi,
I
how do you
mean,
feel?
what did I just say?
I gotta go.
What?
I left
Oh,
my
you-
relationship.
you stayed there for
because
2 years.
I stayed for 4.
Or 4?
Yeah.
And I respect
And
you.
I believe
I
4 years
respect
is
you.
way too long.
I respect you.
4
I
years
respect
is
you.
way too
You got
long.
people out here
But-
20, 25
But-
years doing it.
But the thing is that with me is that I have companion. I can't leave a man when he is down. So I waited.
Because that's us as nurturers, so that's who we are as women.
couldn't
We
do that.
want
I wasn't
to.
That's
happy.
fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I wasn't
fire.
happy.
We're gonna
So-
sit there and we're gonna help until we no longer.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We no longer.
What if my kids
We're
are
gonna
involved
give.
in that?
We all
My
gotta
kids-
talk one at a time.
Us
Get-
females, that was perfect how she said it. Us females are not going to give up on our man. No matter what they're going through, we're going to sit there and we're going to nurture because that's how we were made, is to nurture. That's why we're mothers. That's why we do, what, like you said, we take care of our cubs. Sometimes our men are our cubs and we're trying to sit there and be there for, I mean, you know what I mean? To sit there and be there.
That just sound bad. That just sound cheap.
You know,
I'm never no
what
motherfucking
happens
cub.
to me-
I disagree.
I'm the bear. I'm the black baby.
I'm always.
Yeah, you're not gonna cub me.
My
Not the
point
cocaine
is-
bear, but I'm the bear.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
mother
yell
cub
again.
me. I'm
Let me
gonna-
talk. Is the fact is that
After
we
she
want,
talks, let her talk.
is that we want to help, and we're gonna do everything we can until we just have
we
our
just-
breaking point,
to a
and we
certain
just
extent.
to a
Yep.
certain extent, and we can't anymore. We put everything we can into trying to fix it and make it work.
But those kids come
And
first.
we just
The
can't.
kids
No,
come
1,000%. But that, I wasn't
Yeah,
talking
but
about
if you
kids.
know
But
how
my
to,
point.
if you know how to run your household and you know how to separate the two, where you taking care of your kids, you taking care of your household, you taking care of him, it's like everybody has their turn. If you put everything all in a bunch,
One basket, yeah.
But you gotta realize
Or
your
let
kids
her- let
get
her
to a
go
certain
first, though,
age
because
to
we
where they
can't-
start asking.
Let her
That's
go.
where it's
Go ahead.
like,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You needed to go.
Whoever this Alex person that's watching, thank you for hyping me up.
Oh, you can read it? I couldn't even
Yeah,
see
he
the light
said, you
right
tell
here.
him,
See it. Oh,
Suzanne.
there
He
you
told
are.
me twice that already.
No, I
like
agree
it.
because I feel like
I can't wait
this
to get
is
off
a
my
sore
neck.
subject for me because I feel like with my ex, I tried and I tried and I tried and I tried to like make you the person, just kind of like you said, you know. For me, it's very frustrating because it's like,
have to go pee. Can I
you
go
know,
too?
if you can't make me happy, then let me go. Like
Yes.
I've tried and I've tried to build you to, and I shouldn't have to turn you into a person that you're not to make me happy. And I felt like that's what I was doing. I'm like, I need this, and it's very simple things. But clearly, if you can't give that to me, then let me the fuck go. But the toxicity that I had with that relationship, she would not let me go because she didn't want to give me what I wanted, but she wanted to keep me for herself. And it was like, I'm telling you, it went about in a fucked up way because she didn't want to let me go. So it went to so much drama, but it's like, dude, be an adult. You know, I've told you over and over what I needed for you for years, and you didn't give it to me. Simple things, flowers, this, that, and you didn't do anything. You know what I mean? And it's like, now, you know, I'm asking you and telling you, like, hey, I need this, I need that. You're not doing it. You can't financially support me. You can't sit there and emotionally support me. You're doing all this drama. You're causing all this, like,
I get that, and what you're saying is 100% accurate. And if we all can be honest
Yeah.
in our relationships, we have given people
Yes.
chances
Yes.
after chance. We
Yes.
just didn't. Hey, here's
The
a
first time,
relationship,
yeah.
and you just didn't and gave up right away.
No, I agree.
No.
Everybody has put in
some
some
way.
type of work before they let this
And
person
neither
go.
of us are perfect.
Right.
And if someone wants
It's
to
not
say they're
just-
perfect in a relationship, then you sound stupid.
Right.
Because you caused some kind of issues in that relationship as well. Maybe not as terrible as the other, say they
Right.
cheated or
Right.
this or that.
Right.
But there were little things here and there
Everybody
that you
had to
could
give
have
and
fixed.
take. Yes,
Exactly.
give and take. Everybody
so
had to
don't
do
come
something.
in and saying, "Oh, I was an angel." No, you weren't. No, you weren't. And I would
It
say that
takes
on
two
my
to- it
end.
takes two to play in a
exactly. I'm
relationship.
not no
You feel
angel.
me?
I've done my things. Maybe I haven't done
As
as
bad,
bad.
yeah,
But
same.
at the same time, I think sometimes me forgiving some certain situations is me giving to the relationship of bad things. Like
Absolutely.
allowing you to treat me this way, allowing you to act this way. I shouldn't have. I should have fucking said, you know what, I'm a bigger, better person and I don't deserve this
Exactly.
shit.
Right.
But then we sat there and let it because, oh, you know what, maybe they'll change.
Yes, and we
Maybe
love them.
they'll
Maybe
get
we can
better.
change them. We can
I
help
love
them.
Exactly.
Yes.
I can make it better.
Girl, yes.
Trust me.
Absolutely.
You're not going to change anyone that does not want to be changed. No matter what,
I've
you
experienced
can
that
give your
firsthand,
all
baby.
and be your all and be the best thing in the whole wide world. If they don't want to change, they ain't going to change, and there's no more effort to put into that
So
relationship
let's ask you the
whatsoever.
question then, and that was
Yeah.
fire. So what is a classy woman to you?
What is a classy
Yeah,
woman?
do you consider yourself classy?
I do because I have my moments. I have fun. You know, I'm a mom, but I also told myself that I wouldn't
You
forget.
said you have fun. What,
I
is
have
that
fun
separate
by-
from the classy?
No, because
She was like, I have my moments.
my fun,
I have my
okay.
fun too,
I
so
mean,
I lose
yeah,
my little
let
classiness in my
let me
fun.
kind of give you a rundown of my, I guess, becoming an adult type thing. I was in a relationship for 12 years, from 17 to 30. I was a different person then. In the relationships ending, blah, 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 I start putting myself out there. I didn't get my 20s. When everyone got their 20s,
So you have to put yourself out. You have to lose classiness while
oh,
putting yourself out.
hey, here's the truth. My family started worried about me
you was
because I was
trouble.
commenting. I mean, you saw me back then. Exactly. We known each other a little while back.
okay.
And so
Yeah,
she
no,
saw me do my
So you was
crazy.
getting
like,
ratchet right with her.
Rico, hey, I'm
was
gonna be honest
always
right now.
ratchet.
It's all his fault.
Yep, Rico.
He introduced
Best promoter
me.
out here, but he
I'm
knows what
from
he's
Orange
doing.
County. I'm a different kind of girl. I came from Orange County. I'm there.
You hear
That's
the
why you wore
voice.
the orange shirt.
Oh, I did.
You hear the voice.
Exactly.
You hear the voice.
Oh, you hear it? Hey,
voice.
I used to be blonde, like full blonde hair. Like everyone's like, "You're white," and I said,
for walking.
"Yes." Okay,
That's
I
what
love
I'm
line
gonna
dancing. I like long walks on the beach. You know that
She's a
type
preschool
of shit.
teacher.
I'm a preschool director. You know, so I'm a director now. Let's don't get that wrong.
Principal, my bad. My bad.
I run that shit. I run that
I
shit
wanna
now.
speak on that.
But my
That's
point
fire.
is that I went through it. I turned 30 and I packed my shit, grabbed Opal, my dog, and we left. And I came out here. I came out to the IE and I went nuts. I went nuts because I didn't get to do it in my
Push your
20s.
classiness to the
I
side.
put my classiness
Honestly,
to
that's
For
what
how
the
long?
IE does
Not-
to you, though. The IE is trouble.
no,
How long?
It's
How
the
long did you do
truth.
that for?
I did it for 3 years. Well, two and a half. I got pregnant.
Damn.
I got pregnant. It just
You
is.
see what happens when y'all put y'all classy to the side?
You get pregnant.
I get pregnant. Don't be
Plan B.
good.
Plan B.
No, shut up.
Okay, so we're gonna go to
But
her.
my
now.
point
I wanna
is
speak on
that
that generation.
I am, and was. I always was classy, but at the same time, I didn't know how else to handle the breakup and relationship and myself as a person.
So you want
I
to numb yourself.
exactly. I numbed myself with alcohol and this and that and partying and this and that until until I became a mom. And I say this to this day. My son was my blessing because I needed that. I needed to say, "Whoop."
Slow
God
down.
knows.
Slow
God knows
the
when
fuck
to
down.
put somebody
And-
in your path.
And I now, yes, I have a 3-year-old son, and I love him to death. But at the same time, I need a break.
Thank you for transparency.
No,
That's fine.
it is the truth.
That's fine.
And when I take that break, am I living
are
my
you still
best life?
classy when you're
Oh,
break?
yes, I am. No, it's the truth. I will go on all. No, I am
okay.
classy. I will have fun. I'll be drinking my drinks. But at the same time, don't think I'm going home with you, baby.
Yes.
Like,
I love the energy.
It's not going to
I'm the
happen.
same, girl. I'm
I'm
the
not
same.
that person. I won't be that person. And I would love something bigger and better because I know that I
What's your
deserve
word? Yeah.
bigger and better.
And you too. As a friend, you do.
And I'm not trying to look for a dad for my son. I'm trying to look for
For a
someone
man.
for me. Nothing to do with my son.
A
Nothing
man.
to do with him.
Thank you.
Okay,
It
we
is
gotta,
for me.
We got to keep going because we're.
Yes, no, of course.
Okay, so we want to go to you now. So, do you consider yourself classy? And what is classy to you?
They skipped me on that.
No, you're next. You're last.
Oh,
What is these people
We know you're gonna
saying?
have a lot to say.
Yeah.
We have to keep you last now. We already know your category.
Come on.
man.
We got 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Can you move your...
Do I
Yep.
consider myself classy?
I do.
a classy woman.
Yeah, think about this one.
You came in
All your
classy.
I
followers-
can think about all the twerking she was
It's
doing.
okay. You live your best life, girl.
Guess what?
No, she. I think.
I
I think
feel like
she.
you're
For the-
classy. I can just look at
For the
you.
most, for the most part, I think she is classy.
I'm really reserved.
She works like almost. I mean,
I work
damn near 80 hours a week.
I work 80 to 100 hours.
I couldn't even hang out with her.
Yeah.
Hey, on another note, some girl just wrote me on live and was like, that girl works at the salon that I work at, that I go to. I was like, oh, Mimi? Yeah, she was like, that girl
Yeah,
is
all
at
she
the
does,
salon
all she
that I
does
go
is
to.
working with her kids. Like before,
that says
she
something.
got here late because she was school shopping with her kids. Like
Yeah.
she don't.
There you go.
One day,
So what is a classy woman to you? Can you answer that
Yeah,
part?
I want you to tell us what a classy woman is to you.
God.
What do you think?
A classy woman is she's fucking confident. She got her shit
Yep.
together. She's healed. She's also a high value woman. Like,
There you go.
I just
Love
feel
it.
like high value, classy, they both go hand in hand. I feel like classy is like I don't use
You
the
are.
word
You said no.
classy.
It's cool because you already said something that was so fire.
I love it.
That we
Yeah,
missed.
that was it.
Like,
And they
you
probably
can't-
didn't even hear. She
like, you
said.
I
can't-
heard what she said. That's what I was like.
She said she's healed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
She
it.
Hey,
said
do you know how
she's
many of us wish
healed.
that we were there? Like to be
Right,
able to say,
right,
I am healed. I have got it. I am
Yep.
there. Because
She's
it takes
confident.
exactly.
She said confident and healed.
Oh yeah, because we worked through that. Like I used to be the most confident person ever. Oh, you okay? Whatever. Now I'm like, oh, but is it this or is it that? Am I not this? Am I not? And that's
Yeah.
not okay for us
I
females
I gotta
to be
check. I
sitting
gotta
there and
check
think shit
myself
like that.
on that one.
And, you know what I mean?
I can
Like,
say-
Healed.
I can say
Am I
that-
healed?
Hey, am I healed? Like,
yeah, no, never.
I feel like I'm a valued
I
man.
think I'm gonna be
I
driving
got
home
a lot
today.
of value
Be like,
that I
am
can bring to the
there?
table.
That's why they say you should always
Yeah.
ask somebody, "Are you okay?"
Oh yes.
You should always ask somebody.
Why do you
"Are
not ask me that,
are
Rico?
That's fine.
Why do I not get a daily text message
What were
from
you
you?
saying, love? Come on, hear what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, to
ahead.
me, the word isn't. It's like it's not.
What word
classy.
would you
It's
use?
Just, I would just say, are
A
you a very
woman.
confident person?
Woman,
Confident
yes.
person.
A lot of people could be confident in the wrong
No,
ways.
okay,
Yeah,
too,
that
though.
too.
Major
Okay.
red.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like to me, how I view myself, I'm very confident. I'm
mindset.
confident in my own skin. I'm confident in my own mind. I'm confident in everything. Everything I do, how I raise my kids, how I take care of my business, how I take care of my customers, my coworkers. I am fucking confident. Like you can't tell me shit. I wish you would.
There you go.
Don't meet me.
There you
Okay.
Okay, we're going to her now. Let's go. To
Yes,
As
this
a
is what
mother,
we've been waiting for, right? We saved the best.
Ding, 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 ding.
Her page. Can you shout out your page again so everybody can get it again?
Classy 00.
Classy 00.
Okay, so
Mom, I love you. My mom knows all my.
hold on.
My mom knows all my.
Hear all this.
Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
can't
Sorry,
hear.
guys. My bra
Okay,
was
so I
showing.
wanted to ask you. Do you feel you are classy? Do you
I
think
sure
you're
am.
classy? And what is classy to you?
I sure am.
What is classy to you?
Because I carry myself to a certain extent.
And how's that?
Like
I saw that.
I post myself to a
love it.
certain extent. That's what makes me classy. Because what I post, it makes a man wonder what I am.
Because she's
underneath.
confident.
Yep. I'm
Confident.
And you know what took my confidence? Is in the relationships that I've been with. Baby daddies. Mind you, I've always been a thick girl. Mind you, I'm mixed. So my believe it or not,
And your eyebrows on fleek.
yeah,
Oh,
believe it or
'cause she
not,
does that.
I thought
She does
I-
eyebrows.
That's what she does.
Hey, you might as well tell.
And
you
tell
might
her
as well
braids
tell
are
it
on
all.
fleek too.
then.
Tell her braids are on fleek
See
too.
this? It's almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Baby, I braid.
She
I braid.
does.
Whatever. But
Some
believe
good
it or
work.
not, I've been
Leah.
in so
You
many
gonna talk.
relationships to where my nationality made me unconfident. You feel me?
Unconfident?
Yeah, I'm confident because I date nothing but Mexican men, and my nationality. My mom is Ecuadorian, Trinidadian, my dad's from Belize, so I am mixed. Like
Oh.
I have there's
I'm
my
Mexican.
my black runs deep. So it did. At a point where I was like, damn. I'm not gonna lie. I had my trials in life to where I wish I was Mexican. When I growing up, I did. I'm not gonna lie. Like my middle school year. And then once I really got to understand what I was in high school, I ran with it. And now I run with it to this day. I got it tatted on me. Like, I love my culture. I'm unique. You know, so that's been a lot through even my situations. Like, even with my kids' dad, they're Mexican. But, you know, their moms didn't accept me because of my racial or whatever. That's because I was thick or this and this and that, you know? So...
So do you
It's
feel like
been
because
long.
of your race, you're classy? That's what I want.
No,
Hey,
it's
I'm
not that.
coming for that.
No,
that was
it's
the
not
question.
that. You know what makes me classy though? Like I said, I could sit there and I could post myself fully naked. I'm telling you, I get 20 to 40 people a day asking if I have OnlyFans or if I got this and that. But at the end of the day, my motherhood carries me. Cause I sit there, I could sit there and say it. I could sit there and say like real shit. I could sit there and say I could make thousands of dollars a day off OnlyFans. You get me? But
Would that make you classy?
no, it don't.
Okay.
And I choose that over that.
Anybody do OnlyFans in here anyways?
No.
I choose that over that.
It's okay if you do. I didn't mean that way when I said that.
No, that's a needed
And
thing.
they can all say, Susie could say,
You do
Rico
it?
could
I
say,
used to.
Oh.
Susie
But
could
the
say.
things that people ask
Oh.
for is something I'm not down to motherfucking do. I'm not gonna squirt in a motherfucking video for you, motherfucker. That's what I do in private. So that was
That's what
absolutely-
people
that's
ask
what-
you to do.
Susie,
What?
nah.
Sorry,
Rico,
too
nah.
personal.
Rico,
That
nah.
was
Susie,
hardcore.
nah.
I'm
I know.
sorry,
We
guys,
needed
but let's be honest.
we needed to know this an
You
hour
need
ago.
to know
Like I
what's
said,
on OnlyFans.
I wanted
and that's
to
what they
ask- I
asked
wanted
me
to
for,
ask them
so-
tweet.
Ask us what?
2, don't I raise my kids right?
Oh, 1,000%.
And guess what? My kids'
Sure.
image is what runs with me. Because guess what? I'd rather be broke in the streets than to ever have an image on my name for my kids.
You ain't gonna be broke. I
The
got
same,
your
the same.
I'm gonna ask Rico
the
now.
same name
Thank you for sharing that.
as my kids.
We do appreciate that. I'm gonna get back to that. But I need to know because Rico, he's a promoter and he.
We're getting on him. We're getting on Rico.
No, this is
Music,
important.
dude.
This is important to hear from him because he sees a lot of women. A lot of women come, and this is his job to bring even women to House Over Bass. So, what would you consider a classy woman? And what would you? After that, we're gonna ask you what is not a classy woman.
I mean, at the end of the day, overall, it's just how you carry yourself, how you want people to see you, what you want to be shown. I mean, 'cause
Such as what you want to be shown.
as far as who you are, your name means more than money. I mean, as far as how I carry myself, as far as men aren't. I mean, I was going to use the word classy, but how the relationships I carry with people. It means more than money. I don't have to have money if I forget my wallet. I can go somewhere.
1,000.
Yep.
I can go somewhere and I can still eat good and drink good without no money, just because
He said your
how I
name
carry
means a lot.
myself.
Go ahead.
So at the end of the day, that's what classy means to me. Is how you carry yourself, what you present. You're a walking business. you're a, you know what I mean?
So basically, how you dress also it determines how classy you are.
Because that's how a person's gonna talk to you. That's how
So
a person's
if I'm
gonna.
wearing
That's a lie.
sweatpants,
'Cause you
Wait.
can see the
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Let him go.
Yeah, if you weren't, depending on what you're doing, if you're on the street, if you're just walking down the
You
street,
can see the richest.
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, you wearing sweats, you covered up. Let him finish.
I love sweatpants.
Let him finish. Let him
Look at Adam
finish.
Sandler's. He'll go
He's
all
rich,
sweat.
but he ain't.
But-
Now, what would
You right.
by a woman dressing? What would you consider not classy? How a woman dresses?
Say it.
I mean,
Say it.
Be honest.
I had
I
a
mean-
whole
Be
leather
honest.
suit when I
Be
saw you
honest.
last. Was that classy for you or not?
it was you had the leather suit on, but you weren't showing nothing though. I mean, you might have had a little cleavage showing. But at the end of the day, but at the end of
Do I
the
dress classy?
but at the end of the, but at the, no, I was playing, yeah, you do. But, no, but to go back to this.
I'm being honest. Do I dress classy?
No,
As a
wait,
brother,
wait.
like
To
best
go
friends,
to go to
like-
this question,
me I'm
you can dress a certain way, but how you carry yourself
And his morals.
is gonna sum it all up.
But I mean,
Now
yeah.
What would
extent.
not be classy as a woman dressing?
ass out, titties out.
Ass out,
I didn't have
titties
that.
out.
Titties are always out. 'cause
Right.
They just
I
have
know,
to
but I mean,
Let
I
us
know.
be
But
honest.
mine are
Let us-
classy though, right?
I know,
Let
but
us-
listen,
let us-
but
let us
okay, but
finish.
listen, but now
Let
say
us
now, but now
That's
say,
not my
but
fault. I'm not going
I
into
know
that.
you though. Now, so if I don't know you, and if I'm a certain type of dude, and I was raised a certain type of way, and I'm disrespectful, I'm gonna approach you a certain way because of how you're dressed,
Right.
and it might not be it might not be okay, but you should almost expect it. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I mean,
That's just-
honestly,
I'm not wearing no turtleneck.
if a dude,
I don't give a fuck, I'm claustrophobic. Ain't nothing.
but I know who you are though. I'm saying
I'm just kidding. I wear my
it's a
shirt
difference
out
between
there.
knowing somebody.
And
it's
listen,
not a bad thing.
listen,
It's
and listen, because you
It's
have
not
a
awful.
friend that is the opposite of what he's saying doesn't mean that he looks at you a different
No,
way.
no.
He can still love you.
Oh, yes, he does. I'm
He
just
can still love you, but you're just not that classy.
So that's why I'm
No,
chilling with you right
but watch
now.
this. But watch this.
Never.
But watch this. You could have your cleavage out, and she could have on her turtleneck. But I could think she's more sexier than you are, though.
Oh.
You
No.
get me?
And that's
Mimi,
My
watch
mom
out.
says
bitch.
that.
No.
Watch out.
My mom says that all the time. My mama says
With
that all the time.
turtleneck, without turtleneck.
Exactly. So what the fuck is happening right now? No, but
she's still
but classy. So you can still be classy. You can have
right now. You're
But
sitting here
but
very
now how
fucking
you but
classy, but also very fucking gorgeous with those boobs out
but
right
now
now.
how you but now how you carry
And
it
that is
now
from a straight,
but now
that
as
is
soon
coming from a
as
straight point of view.
but now as soon as you open your
Stop
mouth
the cat.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not classy right now, but I don't give a fuck. I paid
no
$53.
She
but
didn't
no
even say she was
but you are
classy.
no but you are
But
classy.
On live. Do it again. Do it again on live. On live.
She paid
I paid
$5,300.
$5,300 for
I paid.
a month. Yes, baby. They're
Okay.
I paid.
I was born with A cups.
Rico,
double
my
A
sister's
cups.
calling you out right now. She said,
Wait.
tread lightly, Rico. Denise, my sister.
I didn't say
I'm
anything.
just saying. That's what she said. She said, tread lightly, Rico.
Don't you come on next, Denise? How about
All
that?
right, we're off subject.
Put you on the
Oh,
spot, too.
she already
All right,
texted
so
me
back to the
saying, let me
question. So
come
let's
on
go
there.
back to the
Let me
question.
come on there.
Let's go back to the question.
Yeah.
So, you explained to us, certain things that certain women, if they dress a certain way, makes them classy, and if they don't dress a certain way, it makes them less classier. We're not going to say because
I don't.
different attire, different events, different places, whatever, however you.
It's a time and a place for everything.
It's a time and a place for
Put it that way. Don't go to church in your club outfit.
And that's
No,
supposed to be
never.
a classy
Classy,
place.
yeah,
event.
right.
You go to church like that?
There's a time and a
No.
place for
Everything.
everything.
I know my
That's what-
place.
yeah.
Time and place.
I believe
You know what I mean?
I'm a Christian.
You know, here, I'm going to
I
give a
sure
point of
don't.
view of, I don't know if
sure
you
don't.
guys have ever seen TikToks, memes, all this. We are teachers. We are up to the par.
But
like,
I was-
Friday,
yeah,
Saturday,
yes.
Sunday, we having fun and we
Like,
enjoy
I know,
ourselves.
I know,
but at
like-
the same time, we come back Monday through Friday.
Exactly.
And we're going to put
To a
on a
certain
different
extent,
perspective.
though.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you
work
guys-
at a Catholic school on top of it. Okay, I don't just work at a preschool. I work at a Catholic school.
Praise Jesus. I'm a Catholic.
Exactly.
Half
So
of
I
it
have
is
had
now.
I have had parents find me on social media, and I was like, yeah, I would love to be your friend, but no. Like
Yeah.
when your kid
Well,
don't
they
come to
just
my
all got
school no
approved a little while
more,
ago.
then that's a different story. But I'm gonna put a persona of myself of I am going to be a classy person because it is the right place at the right time. But on my weekends, I'm not getting paid. So
I would
I'm gonna
say-
enjoy my life and do me.
I would say a lot, and that's good that you're saying that because you broke it down to a T to where other people are watching, and especially in your field of work. You know what I mean? You got to be careful.
Oh, well, like I literally made my shit public right at the beginning. And I was like, oh, fuck, work.
You get what
And
you
I
attract. That's all I'm
literally
saying.
turned it back
You
to
get-
private.
Can I just make a comment on that? Okay, so for me, it's like, yeah, you see me right now, right? At this podcast, my titties are out. You can see my nipple piercings, all that shit. But I know when is the time and place to be. Well, let's be honest.
I don't even know.
You know, yeah, I know when to be professional and when to be
Look at
respectful.
where they're
And like,
from today.
I ain't gonna go to my man's fucking family's house, meeting him with my titties out. That's not me.
Yeah, you gotta
I know how
use
to be.
today.
I know the time and the place to be who I want to be. But I'm still gonna be who I want to be when I'm out. You know what I mean? If you feel intimidated by that, baby, grab me. Grab my titties. Grab me out when we're in public. Claim what's yours.
So when you go to
and that's all that
your
matters.
baby, when you go to your boyfriend house, you're gonna be like the golden girl, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
You gonna have your
lingerie and
long
all. I'm
dress.
a coat and a whole
No.
coat and a vest and everything.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir.
You know, that's
You
different.
gonna
But when
be
I
a
go over
nut.
to his family, oh hello, how are you guys? Oh my
Yep,
god,
I got multiple
You know
personalities.
what I'm saying? Like
My-
I want to
that
be
might sound bad,
respectful,
but
and
I
I was raised to be very fucking respectful
Yep,
of family.
I
Does
know.
that feel
Family's
weird
very
saying
big to
him,
me.
though? Does that
Yep.
work? Does that
Yeah,
work
does
saying
it weird
him?
say him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was always like this.
She been practicing in the mirror. She been practicing in the
Now
mirror.
it's all like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
shit, I got a whole ass.
So you're not gonna call her
Man,
mommy, you know?
no,
no, mommy,
no,
no more?
it's weird. No, 'cause
Poppy now.
somebody
It's
was asking me
Poppy.
that
It's
the other day.
Poppy
They were
now.
like, "Oh, what do you say now? Do you call him daddy?" I'm like, I guess now I have
Let's
to,
go.
but
Call
like,
her
I don't
Call
do
her
that.
Ma.
I'm
What's
always
up, Ma?
I'm like, let's go.
Hey, Ma.
Now it's on, hey,
Hey.
daddy, let's go.
We gotta
It's a transition.
It's a new thing. It's a
It's
new thing.
a girl.
And you're
transitioning.
embracing
You're
it and you're
transitioning
feeling
right
it.
I don't,
Hey.
I don't say daddy. I just
But
say
low key,
baby.
one thing though,
Say
that's
daddy,
like
is daddy.
that's like
Because you look like
unlocking
a
a
girl,
level
baby could be anybody.
20,000, breaking a lesbian woman and converting her back over.
Good
That's
job.
like that's some
Good job.
that's some unicorn
Good
shit.
job.
Well, let me
That's
tell
a
you, he does
unicorn
a
shit.
really good
Even
job.
if, hey, let me show
11
y'all.
years? 11 years?
Yeah, he
If
does a
it's
really good
Tight
job.
bitch.
If he
nah,
really
if you people
exists.
tells you good.
Right.
Don't say that.
Wait, what did he say?
He said if it really exists. If he really
If he really exists.
Y'all want to see him?
Yes.
Bring out
I'll
Casper.
show you.
Bring out
I want to
Casper.
see. I
Let
want to
everybody
see.
see who Casper
He over here
is.
like,
Don't let it be
have
no,
a good
don't let it be
time
no
with your
goddamn
podcast.
dildo. Come out.
We gotta do another
Check,
question.
check.
Question. Another question.
Another question.
While you bring up your mans, we'll
No,
bring
no,
up
no,
another
I don't want
question.
to bring my man. Let's see how the
Would you like? You got a bands
I'll
now,
show you
right?
that
Okay,
later.
okay.
So how I'm gonna ask you. So how should a man approach you?
No, that's so funny. No, it's so funny that you say that, or you're asking this.
The mic.
This morning, one of
Here you go.
my, I would say one of the guys that I used to date, we didn't work out, but we remained friends. He actually texted me this morning, and he said, "How do you want to, or what is your ideal like approach by a man, and or like how do you want to be asked out?" And this is so boring of me to say.
No, don't ever say that.
No, a
But
man need to know.
You're like,
But
it's your life, baby.
I don't go out and say like, you know what, this is how I want to be asked out, or you know what, I want him to approach me. I don't.
Or how shouldn't a man approach you? How about that?
Should.
Yeah, the whole
But-
your titties are fat, you look have a fat ass. That shit don't turn
but I've never been
delete,
approached
block,
that way. I've
delete it.
never.
red.
So a dude can come up to you like, "What's up, Ma? What you talking about
With
tonight?
your
You
fat
good?"
ass.
I have
You wanna
not been
drink?
approached. I have not been approached by that, so I can't say I've experienced that. But if someone came up to me and said that, I would definitely like, nah.
Yeah, but how would you
Yeah.
like? Let's go this because we want to go through this. I want to even ask Rico
Okay.
and everything. So how would you like a
How would
man
I
to
like?
approach you?
Just approach me and say, hey,
How are you?
With
how
respect.
are you? You know, you look good, or like or something like.
I wish
just
it was
some-
that easy.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
But something like that.
No, but there are men
You're
that
at a bar.
A lot of men want to know for real, like you know what I mean.
tell you,
Like,
I got
Here's the
100.
truth.
I have
Let's go around the
100
room though because we'll go around.
I got 100
Hold on, let's go to her
followers.
real
I'll
quick.
tell you what it
We're gonna
is.
go to
That's
her.
what's up.
How would you like a man to approach you?
I honestly, you know what? I'd rather us be friends first before we're gonna, because we're gonna build something.
Yeah.
No, we gotta build
I
something.
know, but
So
hold on,
come
hold on,
at
hold on.
me.
Let's say you're at a bar. You're at a bar, a random bar.
I like corny lines.
and
I
a
do.
dude. Okay, you like corny lines.
I do. I think
Thank
it's
you
funny.
for sharing that.
Yeah,
Thank you for
honestly,
sharing
like,
that.
like,
That
like,
means you got some humor in you. You knew that wasn't gonna work, but you knew that was gonna make me smile.
Right.
Because we know that that's corny, and we know it is. But guess what? You just made me fucking
You made me
smile.
laugh.
So
a
now,
box of chocolate.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the next one. How would you like a guy to approach you? If you're like at a bar, at a random place,
Real
anywhere.
quick.
Respectfully.
Gym. How though? What would
Hey,
you need to say?
how are you doing? How are you? How's your day going? Because believe it or not, like I said, I got a lot of followers. So believe it or not, you think that, like, dead ass, I'll be blocking guys left to right. The whole, oh, your ass is fat. Oh, you look good.
Well, that's on social media. I'm saying in person.
Block. But in person, I want to be like, hey, how are you? How are you doing? How's your day? You know,
Small
like,
talk first.
Yeah, I don't.
Nah,
I don't
can I
like
buy
that.
you a drink?
You're new to
Like,
this.
yeah, no.
I can say
The whole buy you a drink. How many other women did he ask to go buy a drink before he got denied? So for me, that's hey, you like, I don't know. I'm the type of person that I go off of people's vibes. So you get me if you're like, hey, how are you? How are you doing? I'm like, hey, how are you? You know, and I'm like, no, I'm good. And they'll be like, oh, okay, I respect that. If you're like, oh, okay, like,
So
he
that hey,
respects
how
that.
are you is that greeting
It
is the
depends.
first.
It's the vibe of the way.
initial.
Yeah, because it's
the vibe of how you come about it.
There'll be guys that be like, damn, girl, you look good as fuck, you thick.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
like, what? Go tell your mom that.
Yeah.
Would you tell your mom that? Would you let a man tell your mom that in person?
Like,
No.
yeah.
I wouldn't neglect
Right?
a girl like that.
Right?
So your turn now. How would you want to be approached?
A
by
guy or
I
a
would
girl,
have to say
really?
the same. Just don't come at me in an aggressive manner. You know, come at me like you actually care about me.
That's
I have a
fire.
real
And then
question for you.
second,
That's
you
fire.
know, I love when a motherfucker can make me laugh. You can make me laugh.
Yes.
I'm brownie
There you go.
points already. But it doesn't mean you're gonna get in my pants.
So is it the same way
You're
with
funny.
females?
You got maybe a little. Yeah, no.
She said,
Okay.
"Don't come at me with an aggressive
Yeah,
manner."
No.
Because
I
females
don't
really
like
have
the
that
whole
aggressive
like,
as much.
damn, you look fine, baby. I know that, so don't come at me like that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Come at me softer. You know, like how you doing today? How's your day? You look stressed. Yeah, I'm stressed as fuck. Let me tell you how my day was. You know, like that's what I want.
And he's like, oh shit, I gotta hear all
Yeah,
this.
like
Yeah.
let me.
He's like, what did
if
I
you
step
care-
into?
But listen,
What
if
did
you
I
care,
step
you're
into?
gonna hear all of that.
No, I
If you
know.
give a fuck that much, you're gonna hear about my day. You're gonna want to know what it's about. You feel me? And if not, then you could get to stepping, baby. You can go out that door. That's why motherfuckers
Yeah, because
don't be
you know,
getting in
here's
my
the thing:
DMs.
girls like to talk, and we want to
Yeah.
express our feelings, and we
And
want to
that's-
tell you
that's the
how
thing
our
with
day
females is,
was.
like, me being
So just
a
open your
lesbian,
ears and
you know,
listen.
Girls on it. We know that shit.
Exactly.
That's
We-
exactly right.
how
We
are-
sometimes need to just express how we feel, and we just need to just sit there
This
and
is why
listen.
lesbians win these days because men don't hear women's feelings, and
Oh, no,
women do.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like-
A lot of men don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
That's why they don't.
and that's why women go to women
It
because
is.
women will give you that on top of
I always pretend to listen.
intimacy and
I always
everything you
pretend
want.
to be so interested in everything you guys have to say.
Sure,
Like,
sure,
that's
sure.
really- wow.
You know,
I repeat that
God,
shit
this
over and
nigga's
over.
crazy.
I'm
Hey,
like, damn.
my brother
I'm like,
tells
all
me.
right.
My brother tells me over and over. Maybe it's time for you to go to the other side because I feel like you
But I heard
need what a
it's worse.
female can
Girl.
give you, and I'm
But I
like,
heard
Don't say.
it's worse because
I-
I'm telling you this. Let me go to
what
the
you
other
talking about right
side.
now, girl.
Hold on.
Keep talking, but this shit doesn't matter to me.
I'm going to the other side.
I
I'm
don't
sleeping
even
bitches
remember
like a
your
sleep
name.
man.
You
Like
gotta
I'm
meet the right
beatboxing
person. You gotta
bitches.
meet the right person.
Straight up.
Hold on.
Anyways,
One
Rico.
bitch,
Let's go to
you call me a
Rico.
bitch.
Rico.
I want to ask you a question.
Rico.
I was like, wait a minute, who's saying that? Like, I just started looking back.
Every quiet down. So Rico, how do you approach women? How would you approach a woman?
I mean, to me, I'm just,
Hold on,
a.
let him
Hey,
talk.
I like it real quick. Denise wrote, a person shouldn't be sexualized when they are approached.
Yes, thank you,
Period.
Denise.
No,
There you
for
go.
real, for real.
There you go. Good
The
job,
guy has to
Denise.
do it before he approaches.
To his friends.
Friends, and then
I
you
don't
go
need to
first.
hear
Right,
it.
Dance
I
is
don't need
good.
to hear it.
Let me get out the way right now.
Thank you, Denise. We'll have
Good
you on
job,
soon.
Denise. Yeah. All right, so how do you approach a woman?
I mean, I'm just different. I'm more myself. I don't believe in game. I'm gonna tell you a joke before anything. I'm more funny. I'm a goofy person, so I mean that's how I do it. I mean I'm not gonna be on no disrespectful shit. I can't.
There you
I
go,
wasn't
Rico.
raised that way.
There you go.
I'm gonna make you
Rico.
laugh if anything. If that's how it's gonna go down, and just be polite. That's it. Just be polite.
I mean, because a lot of women turn down men, just not even just how they look and give them a chance. Most of the time is how they look.
Their approach.
Their approach.
Okay,
But
yes, exactly.
most of the time also is how they're approached.
So Ronnie, how did you approach a woman? When you go up to
I haven't approached a lot of women in my time.
Bullshit.
I'm
Okay,
very
if you
square.
had to approach somebody right now, do it. You have to shoot.
Uh-oh.
Show how you would approach a woman.
I was like, I was like, let's go.
God, if we dance with your ladies.
We out, we drinking.
You see me at the club,
Yeah,
what are you
all right.
doing?
I'm at the
We're
bar,
club, like,
sitting,
hey.
waiting. How would you approach? Go.
Oh, you wanna fuck with me?
You
Do
gonna do
it.
this on live?
Yeah,
Doing it
exactly.
live.
Come on.
Live, baby.
I can't do that. I
Live.
can't do that.
What are you doing?
No,
do
we
that.
are on you right now. It is you. So do
Where's
it.
your game?
He can't tell his secrets. He can't tell his
I
I don't want to
secrets.
give up my secrets,
I heard your
but
secrets.
Go to do
actually,
it.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's weird.
We're
That's
gonna
weird.
pray. We're gonna pray together. We're gonna pray.
I can't have
You
Rico.
heard the Jesus
I
command.
cannot have
Come here.
Rico
Come here,
approach me.
pray.
No,
What do you
Rico.
mean? We're gonna pray. We're gonna
We're
pray.
gonna pray?
Yeah,
Okay.
this how. Lord Heavenly Father, I want a number, and then I'm gonna throw it away because I really don't know. You know what I mean? And that's we're gonna go from there.
Hey, you like when they make you laugh?
It did.
See, boom, and then boom.
You paid attention
And
to
that's how
what
the
you
number.
said.
You know what I mean? And that's how it goes.
I heard it. You're right. It would make me laugh. And then
know
I
what?
probably would be like, oh no, you ain't throwing my number away.
Exactly. See, boom.
Bam, you started it. I see it.
She's still live?
Yeah.
I just hopped back on.
Okay.
Yes.
You was off for a minute?
If you heard what my
Literally,
response
like,
was,
2 minutes.
I said, I would have said, you know you ain't throwing my number away. And then
See, and
that's
then
how
boom, I got
the
the number, and then that
conversation
It is what it is
starts.
after that. See?
Happens.
Rico won.
This
He
one
made you
over
laugh.
here can't even do it.
Can I get a oh
I
yeah?
don't approach when the women approach me.
Can I
No, I'm
get
just
a Can I get a chew, Poppy? Can I get a chew, Poppy?
All right, well, yeah.
We all,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay,
As a
so
parent, we all know that.
okay. Well, we want to thank everybody for coming on.
Yay.
We appreciate you girls.
Shout out to Rico. Shout out to Diamond Productions for sure. They
Yes,
the
that's
main.
right.
Productions killing it.
They do
Shout out to
their
Classy.
thing.
Every Tuesday, tune in. Every Tuesday, tune in.
We doing
So-
the
I'm about
damn
to be here
thing.
next
Do a
time.
little shout out for the girls that want to come on. Do your thing.
So for the next podcast we're doing with women, it is going to be on the 22nd. So if you guys would like to be on or have something to talk about, DM me and we can make it happen. We don't know yet.
Oh.
But and then
Can
my
I come back
Instagram
on?
is Rico RICO
Say
_ the THA _ man. Hit me.
Okay.
Amen.
And, yeah, share the sheet.
Oh,
So everybody, thanks for watching. And
What'd he say?
House Over Baz.
House of a Bass. I'm Ronnie
I'm
Adams.
Jacob Casas, and we're out.
We out of here.
Bye.
Shed the sheet.
Hey, bye
What did
guys.
it say?
Denise said, now have the former lesbian show you how to approach someone.
What's up?
She's a lesbian.
Damn,
that's
that
why.
was
I'll show you
quick,
what's
man.
up.
It went quick, huh?
It didn't even feel. Oh,